All right. So let's see. Stream should be good to go.
Should be good. Should be
All right. So
momentarily.
welcome everybody to Tektopia TV's A Week in Technology, episode 28. Just a quick rundown of things that you should expect to come up soon on the show is AMD GPU price cuts. Crimson screwed up royally. Let's see. LG is building a OLED factory. Amazon is trying to do some $5 a month unlimited storage, which will no longer be unlimited soon. Amazon's delivery drones. Some PS4 news, some information about Li-Fi, which is kind of interesting, and VTech got hacked.
VTech is awesome.
VTech
Everyone
is good.
should hit VTech once.
VTech is love. VTech is life.
Exactly. So yeah.
All right. I feel like
are you streaming 60 FPS?
right now I am. Yes, I think.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
yes,
'cause
60.
I was looking at YouTube. And I clicked the little gear, and it's like, oh, 60 FPS.
Yes, I am streaming 60 FPS.
So I was like, sweet. Looks good. Looks good on there. Hi. I'm saying hi to myself.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. So, what was I going to say? What we usually start off with? Oh, yeah. Any new tech stuff with you? No? Okay. I got the Sennheiser 598s.
Yeah,
598.
actually wearing
I know.
rather than doing like this or having even one earbud in. It's just weird.
One earbud's enough. I don't need stereo sound to hear you yap your mouth.
And like even games and stuff is just weird.
Yeah.
But
Things you got to do whenever you have a kid. So anyway,
yeah, right. He's a gamer. He knows. You gotta get that.
so yeah, I bought the Amazon Special Edition 598s. They are absolutely amazing. I had a review done, but it sucked and made me mad, so I scrapped the whole thing, and I'm going to re-record it probably tomorrow, possibly, maybe even tonight after the show. Maybe I'll record it real fast. Depends on how late we go. But so yeah, I got these. I got what else did I get? I think that was it, wasn't it?
For Black Friday, Cyber Monday, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I got that iHome thing, which I returned yesterday.
Did the review. And returned
Yeah, I did the review and returned it because I just
sucked.
No, it was actually pretty decent. Like, it sounded okay, and it had good range and all that other kind of stuff. It just isn't necessary.
Yeah.
It's a very unnecessary piece of tech for me. Like, if it was completely battery operated and didn't have to be plugged into the wall, then I could see like maybe taking it to like the beach or something and like kind of like having some music playing while your phone's like nice and tucked away in a bag so it doesn't get ruined. But it has to be plugged in, so it's pretty useless.
Yeah.
But it was only a $50 Bluetooth speaker, whereas the ones that are really good and actually get good reviews and everything are like fucking, some of them are $300 for a Bluetooth speaker. I'm like, are you kidding me? I would never spend that kind of money on a speaker. I don't give a shit what it did. Dude, the ones that are actually rated as good Bluetooth speakers range anywhere between $150 and $300.
Yeah. I mean, speakers are expensive. Good quality speakers are expensive. Just
it's a Bluetooth speaker though. It's not a good quality speaker. It's
well, I mean,
it's not like a home theater speaker.
Well, they put the best speakers they can. Same like with the
or they just put their name on it and think that it's worth that much, which is more what I think it is.
Well, those are Beats. That's why you don't buy Beats.
No, it's not Beats. I think everybody's doing that now.
Oh yeah, I mean, make money, but I mean, still.
Polk, JBL, all of them are just putting their names on it, and
a lot of that
it's the same shit as probably a $20 speaker, and they just charge $100.
Yeah, they put their signature sound on it and call it done. Charge a ton of money for the name.
All right, so what's new with you?
So Black Friday, I bought a 144 hertz monitor. and it sucks. No, not really. It's just like when I first got the monitor and plugged it in, get it all running up. I'm like, man, the colors are awesome, but I didn't realize that the colors would change going from 144 hertz or 60 hertz to 144 hertz. So,
Why are you changing it?
well, I mean, when I first started the computer, it defaults to 60. So then when I changed to 144,
The colors
was,
change depending on what refresh rate you have?
yeah, apparently. I mean, because the colors seemed fine, but then, when I did 144 hertz, it seemed a little washed out. So, but then I'm just tweaking it and stuff. And then I tried using like
Tried to
it
see if
might
there's
be-
any profiles available.
There is. I tried some of those, like this PC monitors or something.com had a profile for it, but the blues I feel are just way too strong on
Like
their profile. Like,
Asus themselves doesn't have a profile though, like on their website that you can download. Because Acer does. I know Acer does. That's where I got mine, and I love it now that I got it all done.
I mean, it might be.
I'm just saying it's worth a look.
Yeah, I mean, I got one. I tried it. Actually, I made my own in Windows because Windows has like this, you can adjust colors thing in Windows 10. At least I think, because it says user defined. So anyways, all I did basically was just adjust the gamma a little bit. But because on, I don't know, the profile I found online, it was the blues were too strong, I thought. And I mean, they might be more color correct, but I feel like my other monitor, the one I'm looking at right now, whatever, the colors just feel natural. It just kept maybe. I mean, I've been using this.
I think it's just because you've been used to it.
Yeah. But,
So natural or real better looking colors look off to you probably.
I don't know. No, because like there were some pictures. Like I looked at some of my pictures again compared to my old monitor, but going from this old monitor to the 144 hertz monitor, the reds were just too bright, I thought, and blues, like on my background's mainly blue or whatever. The blues just seem really strong, almost, and they're not like, I don't know, the color is just like a little bit off compared to the other one. Like it's the blue's too strong, so it drowns out some of the greens because it's like a Minecraft world picture. I don't know. So,
yeah.
So all the water on the blue, whatever, drowns out the islands of the green and stuff like that. And then there's like a glow around the Minecraft planet or whatever. And it's like they were like purple, where on the other monitor they're blue. So,
That's weird.
Yeah, and just some of the pictures like I took from my old camera, it just with their profile when I put it on, it was like oversaturated and some of the colors were like blown out and stuff. So I don't know. I'm still tweaking on it. I got them kind of matching a little bit. Just the blues are still too strong on my 144 hertz. But besides that, man, played some Counter-Strike, was popping heads. Doing all
feels so much better,
awesome.
Man. I swear.
It
like
really does.
I was playing
Even just
around.
like the animations of the guns.
Yeah.
And stuff, man, that looks so good.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous how much of a difference it makes. You wouldn't think that it would, but it really does.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that and just the mouse,
No, yeah.
Just everything's so much smoother. So, and like, I don't know. I was only using a old crappy Acer monitor or whatever. I had overclocked to 66 hertz, but I don't know if there was like some input lag or something like that. But like, I was playing a couple games last night, and just like I was holding small gaps, and people peeking. I could hit those shots more. Where before I'd almost always miss them. So I just feel like my reaction time's a little bit faster. Just that input lag or whatever.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I think it's definitely worth it. And then of course everything being super smooth. So, but that's the only game I played on it so far. But like I said yesterday, the colors just seemed washed out. I didn't try the profile or anything like that. That was just a quick, setup in the onboard controls. But I think I played it a little bit now, and the colors don't seem so blown out. So I think that's a good compromise right now. So I know the colors aren't true 100, like an IPS monitor or whatever. So, but that's one thing I'm gonna have to try to figure out once I get a like your Ergotech
Yeah.
stand and triple monitors and stuff, because I might just have to deal with some of the colors being different between the monitors, especially when you have a colorful background and then you're like looking at it and you can visibly tell there's different colors between the two. It's annoying, at least for
Yeah.
me. So I'm just gonna have to get used to that though. Just kind of like my phone. I think, what is it? I got my phone last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, oh, it's too big and blah blah blah. It's awful. Now I'm used to it. It's fine.
Told you.
So
It's just weird, yeah. It's a shock. It's definitely a shock to the system. Like your brain doesn't know what the fuck to do. But like, yeah, I was like, Cameron was asking me to. I don't remember what it was. He asked me to do something. It was on Counter-Strike on his computer, and just like playing it like on his 60 hertz monitor or whatever. It just it drove me crazy. Like you wouldn't think that it would be that drastic of a difference. Like because I can play. I
think it's just that minute input lag or something like.
Yeah, I don't know. It
monitors
felt like sluggish. Like my guy was like being held back from doing whatever it was I was doing. And I'm like, what the hell? Like my aiming, it's not. No, it's not.
10 or 15 milliseconds.
Right.
It's just that enough that you feel it.
Right. Your brain can actually, sense it and knows that something's wrong, and then you end up like just concentrating on that the entire time.
Yeah. Even like when I
but it's
started
so
playing,
weird.
Fallout 3, and just you use VSync or whatever. I was just using regular VSync rather than adaptive VSync from NVIDIA or whatever, because it's an older game or whatever. So that produces a lot of input lag. I mean, it was just awful playing the game. I mean that
Okay.
lag, but
so what frames are you getting in Fallout 3 then? Because you were like, because I said that I was getting like between 80 and 90 or whatever is usually where mine stays.
Well, my old monitor I had overclocked to 66 hertz, and I had a VSync 66 hertz.
Oh, okay.
So it was just 66 megahertz. I mean, FPS. So now I set it up for half FPS. So it'll be 72.
Yeah.
Half of 1.4. So that'll be fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, because I just let it go. I didn't turn on VSync or anything like that, and it's like it sits anywhere between 78 to like 89. I think 89 is like the highest I've seen it hit, and there's like no tearing or anything like that. The only issue that I had was the mission where you're going to the GNR radio station or whatever, and you got the. I think it was right after you got the new dish, and you come out and you're like walking through the city heading towards like the Washington Monument or whatever to go put it up on there or something like that. Yeah. And I came out to that city, it like dropped to like 71 or like 68 or 67 frames per second, and then it like got like really choppy and like started chugging, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then after I got past that area, it jumped back up to 80s, high 80s again.
Still, it seems really low considering how old the game is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I have everything set to high, and I turned down like all the stuff that I think would affect it, like the anti-aliasing and all that kind of crap. Like turn everything down to like off or whatever, and it still stays around like 80s. Like it never goes into the like I've never gotten it over like 95. It's so weird.
Like a GPU throttling type thing with your graphics card.
I don't know why there would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking, I haven't looked in the NVIDIA GeForce or whatever, but I was wondering if they have like a DSR setting run at like 4K or something like that without anti-aliasing. That way I'll put a little bit more load on the GPU, but then without anti-aliasing, the frame should be still pretty high. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. I even with 60. I uncapped it last time I played Skyrim. So, but I had I think the 460 at the time. So I mean, I was only getting upwards of 70 FPS. But I had a bunch of like you hit a plate and it goes flying across the room and stuff like that in Skyrim. So I didn't want to have any of those bugs in this game because I figured the older engine it would probably be worse. But So far, I hadn't had any bugs except for, I don't think it was like a physics bug, but it was just a bug. Like the remember I was telling you the other night. Like literally, I shot the super mutant in the head, and he was just spinning, doing somersaults, and then flying all over the room, hitting crap. It was ridiculous. I mean, he wouldn't stop. It just kept flying all over the place. I had to chase it around to get the body to get the ammo off.
Oh my god, I would have been cracking up laughing watching that shit.
I was like, man, I wish I was streaming this, but
Yeah.
I wasn't. So, but yeah,
Super beast computer, not even using it.
I know.
It's all right.
Maybe one day.
I knew it would
One
happen.
I use it. I play games. It's good enough.
You could have done that with your old setup, though.
Yeah, I know. It probably would have been better too because it was clocked faster. But I'll still stream eventually. It's just I don't know.
Annoying.
Not really annoying. It's just I don't know. Like last
Annoying.
couple times I've been playing, it's late, and I don't want to, I'm just relaxing, and then I figure, I'm only gonna play a little bit, play a mission or two, and then it ends up to being like 2 or 3 hours. So
Yeah.
I don't plan on it being that long,
You-
but it usually end up being that long.
You think that after a while you would realize that it's going to be that long, and you just go ahead and stream.
Well, yeah. Well, usually I start it
I
pretty
mean, it's
late.
not like you're like some big name person anyway. Like everybody's expecting you to get on at a certain time and stream for 8 hours, and then just start up the stream, play some games. If somebody pops in, chat. If he doesn't, oh well. At least you got highlights and shit that you can go back if you did something awesome.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was late at night. I figured I'd play just a little bit and then sign off. So it's didn't want to spend the effort of trying to be entertaining when no one's watching.
Yeah, I feel you. That's why I stopped doing it.
Yeah. Keep saying I'm going to do it, but then I never do. Maybe one day. Use the computer a little bit. So, but yeah. So
Yeah.
that's about it. 144 hertz now, PC Master Race, but now I just need the controller, which there was no freaking controllers on sale for Cyber Monday.
Yeah, it's
Very
really
upset
weird.
about
That's really
that. Yeah.
weird that
I
it.
kept watching build a PC sales
Yeah,
or
me too.
whatever, and nothing. It was some PS4 controllers, and that was it. I'm like, come on, man, just throw up one for like $35 or something. I'd buy it.
Yep. I kept checking. I would even go to like Google Shopping and just type in Xbox One controller or whatever, and they were all like $59.99. I'm like, what the fuck?
Screw
Like, all right,
that.
whatever. I was like, you guys are losing out on some sales.
Indeed. So maybe, hopefully, for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude. Because that's the weird thing is like there was like an Xbox One controller like on sale like almost every single week leading up to Black Friday, and then there was like nothing.
Yeah, on Black Friday there was nothing. So
Yeah.
I think what they were trying to do is, maybe put the consoles on sale. So you buy the console and then you have to pay full price for the controller, and they make money that way. So
It's
hopefully,
possible.
this next week they'll.
I
put
could
it
see
back
him
down to,
doing
like,
something
$50.
retarded like that makes no sense. So, all right, are we ready to go ahead and jump into it? You got anything
I
else
guess
you want to add?
Yeah, no, I was thinking. I have the Asus 144 hertz. Kitty has a BenQ, even though it's an older model 144 hertz. And you have the Acer 144 hertz. One weekend we should all get together and bring the monitors and do like a comparison. I think that'd make a really good video because a lot of people like, a side-by-side comparison of all of them.
Yeah.
I
What
don't-
would we
I've never
compare
seen any
though? Like
video.
colors? Colors would be about the only thing that you could really do. I mean, 144 hertz is 144 hertz.
Yeah, you can compare colors and maybe set up the camera or whatever and do like ghosting and stuff like that. Just
Yeah, I know that's the one thing that
have
irritates me
all-
about this monitor.
We both could look at all three of them and figure, which one's the best, which one's, because there are different price ranges. The BenQ is more expensive, then there's the Asus, and then the Acer is really cheap. But the Acer is
Yeah.
also the VA panel, and I don't think yours mine feels washed out. The colors felt washed out. I don't know if you installed the color profile. Oh yeah, you said you did. You got the
Yeah,
Acer.
I did, but not for the whole first not until like what, 2 weeks ago?
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah,
So
no.
I felt the colors were a lot better on just initially what I remember, the colors were better on your
Yeah,
Acer.
I didn't even know that there was a
box
color
ones.
profile for my monitor until 2 weeks ago. Some guy mentioned it on Reddit because it was on sale. It was whenever it was on sale for like 140 or 150 or something like that, and I commented on Build a PC Sales, and I was like, I have this monitor or whatever, AMA, so ask me anything. And people were asking me questions. I was like, oh no, it's great with this, it's great with that, and blah 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 blah. And then some guy goes, oh, did you do the color profile or whatever? Acer has one. I was like, what? I was like, Acer actually has a color profile? I was like, yeah, here's the link to it or whatever. And I was like, holy shit. So then I ended up going home, and then whenever I got home or whatever, I downloaded the zip file, unzipped it, and then, used the freaking Windows 10 display settings or whatever and uploaded, or whatever you want to call it, for the color profile or whatever. And like, everything looks better, but it wasn't a drastic difference from where I had it set.
Yeah,
So
it just fine-tuned it.
it just made colors look a little bit better, I guess. Nothing looks washed out. Nothing looks like it's like, oh my god, that's too much of that. But yeah, the only thing I can say is a downfall, but it doesn't really bother me like whenever I'm looking dead on. But like if I have like a black wallpaper or like a really dark wallpaper, and like looking at it even just from like a slight angle, it puts like this nasty like yellow tarnished kind of color over top of it. It's really fucking annoying, but looking dead on, it looks perfect. So
This one kind of does that. It's weird though. It's not like a yellow. This one almost is like green. If I go down,
mine, like whenever I walk in from like my door and I'm like walking into the room looking at it or whatever, it's like the other two monitors aren't doing it, which is really weird because they're they're not VA panels, of course, but I mean, like they're like the ones that look like it. They're just not the 144 hertz. And it's like, it's weird because they don't do it, but the 144 hertz panel does.
Yeah, I guess that's like this monitor I'm using now. It's an old LG. I think it's even it's a 22-inch monitor. I've had it forever. Like literally, I bought it I think in like 2007. Like forever ago. So
it was a long time ago.
It's not even an LED monitor, but I think that's partially the LEDs. Is like they give you that almost of a less viewing angle.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know, because this, I mean, like you did it, the Acer one that you gave me, your old one. That one did it the same way, but this one doesn't do it. Like if you do off angles, like the colors shift a little bit, but it doesn't put that hue.
Like the white might become a little bluer or something, kind of like makes it cooler, like a cooler darker image, or I know what you're talking about.
Like the image too much.
That's how my TV is.
Yeah,
because it's not LED either.
Yeah, I think it's just the old. I don't even know what they are. I want to
LCD?
say CRT, but they're not CRT. Or
it's just the backlighting difference.
Tube? I can't even remember. Whatever that backlight.
Cathode ray tube is CRT.
Yeah, no, it's like CRT, but it's something like that. But
it's just a different type of light. It's not LEDs around the edges, which is why the LED ones had a lot of problems with the blacklight or the backlight bleeding as well, because they're all like around the edge.
Yeah. So anyway.
But yeah.
But no, it's this monitor. Like the whites are like so much better than my other monitor, and that's how this monitor is. I tried to adjust it, and the menu button's broken.
What? On which one? The LG?
Yeah, my old LG. Like, so I was gonna adjust the brightness to get the whites to kind of match. Adjust the contrast and the brightness and stuff a little bit, but menu button doesn't work anymore. But yeah, so now
broken stuff.
Thing is I got I think it's sitting back there, the old Acer monitor, ready to go. Just got to get a little bit wider desk, get 3 monitors set up. Then I'll be golden then.
Indeed.
So it'll still be a little. I mean, like literally, this monitor I'm looking at right now, which my camera is on, is my LG 22-inch. It's 1650 by 1080. 16 by 10 or whatever. So the height is about the same. It's just not as wide, like pixel-wise.
Okay.
So it works okay. Going back and forth between the monitors and the drastic size difference. But visually, they look really similar. So, like,
how's the stand on the Asus?
Asus the stand is amazing.
Because it's height adjustable. Does it swivel?
Tilt.
Swivel left and right? or is it just
No,
pivot
and like
this way?
the stand doesn't pivot. The whole stand will move back.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, that's how all of them. Yeah.
But the stand doesn't pivot. But
Okay.
yeah, and then it'll do the turn it to
No.
portrait
Oh, it
mode
does.
and all that stuff. Yeah,
Nice.
so I like it. The
I
stand's
thought
really
about
nice,
doing
but
that, man. I thought about turning one of mine like on the sides to portrait or whatever, just so I could have some things open. But I'm like, I don't really do that.
yeah,
Like, I don't.
it'd just
I
be
don't.
like a web page, so you could like read more of it, so you don't have to scroll. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only benefit of it. Or if you're doing like Word documents or
Or,
documents,
like
or
coding. Like if I could see if you're for like people that are like actually coding software, then it's definite.
yeah,
But,
something where you do height. There's a lot of
Yeah.
height to it rather than width. So
yeah, which I don't do any of that. So I'm like, I don't need to do that.
yeah,
But man, I was like, I like had this crazy ass idea that I was gonna do like one of those, what are they, 21 by 9s, like the ultra wides,
Oh,
like
yeah.
34-inch or whatever. I was like, I should like sell all my monitors or whatever and get like one big ass ultra wide that's like 1440p or 4K or whatever it would be, and just like do something crazy like that. I was like, that'd be so awesome. But then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that yet.
It's a lot of money for a monitor.
Yeah, indeed. Like that Acer Predator or what is it? X34 Predator or something like that. God, I was like watching some reviews of that damn thing because I think Linus did one, Jay did one, Paul's Hardware did one. So I was watching Paul's Hardware, and he's the only one that actually mentioned price. Fucking A, dude. It's like $1,300 for a monitor. I'm like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself. I am not paying $1,300 for a monitor.
Indeed.
I mean, it's a nice monitor, and it might be worth that kind of money, but I am not spending that kind of money on a monitor.
Mm-hmm.
One monitor. One.
Yeah.
I'd rather get like 3 4K panels for that. Because you could do that now.
I mean, yeah, you can even get like 3 IPS. I think that I saw one. It wasn't that. It was pretty. It's like $700 or $800, but it was an IPS like 165 hertz.
Yeah.
27-inch or something like that. 1440p monitor. I can't remember what brand it was. I was looking through. It was on sale for like $700 or $800 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, IPS 165 hertz.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I mean, I don't know if like actual. I mean, it might be that refresh rate, but there might be some lag or
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but yeah, monitors, man, they're retarded expensive, especially the high end ones.
Yeah. But man, it'd be so nice to have one.
Yeah. Seriously.
But
Eh,
ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
I'm happy with my $180 purchase so far.
Yeah.
I was
It's
hitting
amazing, dude. I'm telling
bad
you, it's like
eagle headshots.
it's just like the dumbest things. Like like this weekend, if we game or whatever, you'll notice it like on like GTA, or like if we're playing something else or whatever. It's just like, wow, or like speedrunners. If we end up playing speedrunners or whatever, it's just like everything's like super smooth, and you just don't even like really pay that much attention to it. But
So now
I
I'll be a
tried.
little bit better in speedrunners and trials, but once I get the controller, then I'll whoop you guys' ass. Until then,
Yeah.
you guys still cheating.
Well, it's weird because speedrunners is like locked at like 122 frames per second, and trials is locked at 60. So it's like
Oh, well, still the controller.
kind of weird. But yeah, controller. You definitely need a controller.
I do. I really want to. I was gonna
Play
buy
some
one,
sweet games.
but I'm not gonna pay $60 for an Xbox One controller, and I don't want to buy a 360 controller. I want the best. I was tempted though. I think there was one on sale for
Like $25 or something like that. It was like I saw a couple of them, but I was like, no, he ain't gonna buy it, so I'm not even gonna waste my time sending it.
Yeah, I know. But oh well, in time.
Yeah, it'll come around. I'm sure by Christmas or something there'll be another one, or another sale that comes up, probably like next week even.
I hope so.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the shiz.
I guess. I mean, there's what, an hour in, 2 hours in.
Yeah.
45
All
minutes.
right.
People
So
already turn off the show.
first article, AMD's entire GPU lineup gets price cuts for the holidays. Now, it doesn't really say dates, but it does say holidays, so I'm guessing it goes on through Christmas. So I didn't really write a whole lot of notes for this one because I figured I'd just scroll down and read off the prices or whatever the changes. So
What?
the
Well, it seems to me. Oh, go ahead.
the R9 Fury X or whatever, MSRP is $649. It's down to $589 with and $569 after rebate right now. And they show like
Mostly, about $50 drop on all the prices except for the low end cards. Of course,
Right.
you can't drop $50 when that's 25% price, but.
But it's good though. I mean, like some of these things are pretty retarded. Like, yeah, like R9 Fury. Let's see, like R9 390X and 390. This is more where people would probably be buying.
Yeah,
so it's like 429, 329 respectively, and it'll be down to 379 and 279, and 359, 259 after rebates right now. So it's and it had like some competitive things talking about the differences or whatever, and like the 390X is is a direct competitor for the 980, and it beats it out by a small margin in 1440p and slightly wider margin at 4K, but a lot lower price tag. And then it says while the 390 leads its NVIDIA counterpart, the 970, by a fair margin at 1440p, which widens slightly more at 4K, which I don't know why you would use a 390 or a 970 at 4K. You're pretty moronic if you think that that's even a thing.
Just overbuy a monitor, I guess.
Yeah, I
So you
guess.
spend all your money on the monitor. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, you
How
spend all your
now,
money on the
brown cow?
monitor. Yeah, on the monitor rather than the video card.
Yeah. And like this here is crazy too. Like the R9 380 and the 384 gigabyte is down to like 159 after a rebate.
Yeah. That's
For a 4 gigabyte 380. So I mean that's like decent. I mean you could jump into that like super cheap and super easy, and it's like
for a budget gaming build.
For budget gaming build for 1080p or whatever, it'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for like what Kenny did at first. Something like that would be a great card for it. So usually when AMD drops the prices, Nvidia follows suit. So
which there is an article.
Might see
no, they already have.
Oh, yeah?
They already have. I didn't grab it because I just completely forgot about it and spaced it. But I don't know if you watched Linus or whatever on Friday. But yeah, they talked about it as well because they mentioned this, and then they're like, and usually whenever Team Red does something like this, Team Green does something similar to combat it or whatever, and they showed that they were dropping their prices, but I don't think they were nearly as deep of a cut, but I know that they were doing it.
Yeah, you still probably get a 970.
Like, let's see,
under $200 now. It's probably MSRP be $200. I mean, sorry, $300, $299.
380 is compared to a 960. So let's see.
960 is a pretty beastly card for the money. I think it's like $200 for that card.
Let's do the 4 gigabyte. So see price and cart, you bastard. 214. So $199 after $15 rebate card. So $199 after rebate versus $159. So it's $40 cheaper for the AMD, and the AMD 380 outperformed the 960 in most 1080p games.
Yeah.
So price to performance, this is pretty big deal. So if you're in the market for a GPU and you were thinking about going Team Red and you're not gung-ho on Team Green, now's the time to buy.
Or if you have to replace your GPU because it burnt up because you downloaded the new Crimson drivers.
Nice segue, man. Nice segue. Yes, so I actually followed this quite a bit on Reddit because I saw a bunch of people blowing up about it on Reddit.
Yeah.
So the new Crimson drivers, which replace Catalyst. So this was like pretty much the launch drivers. Whenever they made it, the new thing that was supposed to make everything,
drivers,
that's supposed to make everything super awesome and everything else, and it like killed a bunch of cards.
A huge bug in it that
they're
the fan speed at 20%, no matter what the temperature was. So
So they had some cards reaching as hot as 90 degrees. 90 degrees Celsius, which is causing obvious throttling, which that's the problem. The main problem there is because the chip itself will throttle as much as it can, of course, but the VRMs and all that stuff or whatever, which most of them, I just from watching other reviewers, especially Jay, because he's like a GPU whore, but it's weird because like there's like only two, I think it's only like two companies, and it's like the one or like the two companies that you would least expect that actually add cooling to the VRM chips.
Oh, really?
Like the heatsink actually touches the VRMs, whereas like 99% of the other companies that do it don't have any kind of cooling for the VRMs, and those are the what's like.
I figured they just put like a little thermal pad that goes to the heatsink.
Yeah, you would think that they would, but they don't. It's so freaking weird. It's so weird, and he's like always bitching about it.
Extra 2 cents on production.
I guess, yeah. He bitches about it. Like he mentions it every single time he reviews a new card. He's like, "Why they didn't do this, I'll never know." And then he's like, kind of shakes his finger at the camera, like, "Why don't you just do this?" So the VRMs is what the problem is, and they don't throttle, and those are what is most likely burning up and rendering the card useless. AMD has since acknowledged the bug. I didn't add the extra link in for the update because they kind of already figured that it was going to be, patched or something.
Today, right?
The patch came out yesterday. I think it was
the 30th. Yeah, so 2 days ago.
Yeah,
that's when the article was written the 30th. So
yeah, so they released a patch to fix it and all that stuff. So, but again, that doesn't help the people that already had burnt up cards. So I don't know if AMD is going to
price.
I don't know if AMD is going to replace those cards at no cost or whatever because of what happened, or if they can even prove that that's what caused it, or I don't know how that works. Like I said, I haven't read much into it because I don't have an AMD card and I'm not really that concerned. But
as long as you're with a reputable company,
like
bought a reputable company,
Newegg or Amazon would probably replace it.
Well, I mean, it'd most likely manufacture RMA. So if the card failed and it's with under warranty, of course they'll fix it, and then AMD has to pay for it technically.
Yeah,
because you're getting a refurbished card that works fine.
But yeah, man, that shit's just crazy. I was like, I was going through, I think it was PC Gaming, RPC Gaming or whatever, and I was like scrolling through or whatever, and it's like my AMD card or whatever just fried itself, and I'm like, what? And it's like the new Crimson drivers are most likely at fault or something, and then I just started reading about it, and like a bunch of people were like commenting and posting in there talking about their experiences, and that that they found out that's whenever they found out that the guy that figured out the whole 20% thing or whatever, everybody was posting pictures of them playing like Fallout 4 or something like that, and the GPU was like super freaking hot, and it was like a super hot or whatever, and the fans were just stuck at 20%, and he's like, what the hell's going on with this crap?
Which is
wow,
kind of weird. Like my card, I have the EVGA 970 for the Win Plus or whatever. Is it Plus?
Yeah, for the Win Plus.
Yeah, but it's like if you leave it on like a standard fan cycle, excuse me,
it doesn't kick on until it doesn't kick on until it gets really hot.
Yeah,
at least it didn't for me.
The profile is really low. I mean, these fans are audible at like 40%. You can hear them. And my case is pretty noisy, anyways. But yeah, at 40%, you can hear them. But like with the standard fan profile that's programmed in the driver or in the BIOS of it, I think even at like 80 degrees, the fan's only at like 30%. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it usually hovers about 85 degrees, normally, but I changed the fan profile when MSI Afterburner or whatever, so I have it come on sooner, so it stays cooler. But it's because I used to overclock it, but I didn't overclock it anymore.
Yeah, I haven't overclocked any of my cards, man. So I don't think I've overclocked a video card since the 460.
Yeah.
I never overclocked my 680. I never overclocked the 780. I never overclocked the 970s, and I haven't overclocked my 980 yet either.
980 Ti.
A 980 Ti.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I gained maybe 3 to 4 frames a second, but occasional lockup, it gets annoying. So I have no
Yeah,
fun.
it's not worth it.
Yeah. So the instability. The thing is like you think you have it set up right, and then I don't know. Like for the Win Plus editions, they're already factory overclocked. So like I'd overclock at like 20 megahertz, and then the RAM would just be the big thing. I'd overclock that like 200 megahertz, but
Right.
it's not a huge deal. So it's like whatever. I'm only running 1080p anyways. But I don't know. Now that I got the
Scrub.
144 hertz, I'm gonna have to need it. Need that overclock, get that extra FPS.
Yeah.
Speaking of displays,
Speaking of displays,
yeah, OLED is actually going to be becoming a thing maybe for consumer TVs and displays rather than just phones.
well, it already is.
Not really.
They have OLED TVs out
Yeah,
now.
expensive though. That's what I'm saying. Like new factories making it cheaper. But anyways, to the article.
Anyway, yes, LG announced they're investing 1.6 billion USD to build OLED panel factory in Paju, I guess is how you say that, Paju, South Korea. Once everything is said and done, they expect to spend a total of 8.7 billion USD by the time it starts production in early 2018. And LG plans to produce screens for smartwatches, cars, and even large TVs, but the article doesn't mention phones. I guess maybe because they expect that to be obvious.
Yeah, I mean, there's already, or maybe I'm sure they already have a plan for that.
Because LG's phones, even the V10, which is like their really expensive flagship phone, still uses LCD. It's not OL. It's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not OLED or AMOLED
So
or
maybe
anything like
this is
that.
their first.
Yeah.
But I mean, smartwatches, cars, and even large. They didn't list it, but I'm sure it's included because that'd be that size.
So the rest of it is basically just talking about the shift from LCD to OLED and why it hasn't really taken off yet, and blah blah blah, and why it's still expensive.
I was
and
curious about this.
Canon screwed up their licensing terms and all that other kind of junk for the SED and all it. Yeah,
never even heard of that.
I don't know either.
So,
I don't know. It's light emitting diode. So what would SED be?
Sand.
Sand emitting diode? It just spits sand all over the place.
Yeah, I really have no idea.
What is it? I'm gonna Google this shiz now because now I'm curious. SED. Oh god, it's probably gonna bring up some nasty thing.
Just do SED display.
Surface conduction electron emitter display. Yeah. What the hell is that?
I have no idea. So, learn something new every day, I guess.
Canon signals end of the road for SED TV. When was this? How old was this?
Like literally, I've never even heard of SED.
Me either.
So it definitely died quickly, or maybe I wasn't into TVs at the time.
I don't even see a date of when this article was done.
Usually at the top somewhere. I can't see it; it's too small.
No date.
Weird. Usually by the author's name or something, they have a date.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. By 2010, the company said at the time it was expecting to command a third of the global market for 40-inch or larger TVs. That was Toshiba saying that. So apparently it's been going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
But in like maybe 2011 or something, I'm guessing they canned it or something. I don't know, whatever.
Anyways,
I don't care.
It's dead.
I wouldn't buy
Never
a
even
Canon
heard of it.
TV anyway.
Well, it's just they had the tech.
And I don't know if this
Probably
first guy is just being a smartass or just being like a troll, but he's like, nice, maybe in a few years the scourge of LCD will be over and I could finally replace my CRTs. I'm like, what?
Some people are diehard CRT fans, but
yeah, CRT looks like shit.
if you had a nice CRT, they were nice. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know.
I've seen some pretty nice CRTs and they sucked compared to an LED
I've never
TV
had
now.
a nice one, but yeah, I mean, it just was.
And they're small.
The pixel density was just crap. I think I don't even know. I'm trying to think. They're just so heavy and bulky. That's the main thing. Like I
Ugly as
remember going
shit
to LAN
too.
parties,
Curved
man.
glass and all
I
that
had a
crap.
19-inch CRT, a 19-inch. I think it was KDS, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, 19-inch CRT, lugging that thing to LAN parties. Oh man, that was ridiculous. Like I got out of computer scene like before LCDs came in, but man, I remember people lugging around their 19, 20-inch CRTs. You had giant desk and no desk
Hmm.
space. That's why like all the Counter Strike pros had all of their monitor keyboards all turned and stuff because they had a
Hmm.
giant monitor in the way. But yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
It was just it'd be nice to have like it's so much nicer like desk space wise and everything having LCDs.
Yeah.
Even if like yeah, it doesn't refresh as fast. You still have a little bit of ghosting and stuff like that, even with these the 144 hertz LCDs. There's still a bit of ghosting compared to CRT, high performance CRT, but it's fine.
I don't know. I think everything. I think all the pros of an LED or LCD panel outweighs the CRT by a long shot.
Oh yeah, I agree completely.
I just can't. I just don't know how people use those things.
Yeah, yeah, I
I can't
remember
do it.
literally like when I bought. I think when I built my first computer. No, I'm trying to think. When I rebuilt my computer in '07, when I got back into the computer scene, um, I'm trying to think what monitor I had. I wonder if I was using the CRT.
Probably.
Yeah, I must have been because I remember when I bought this monitor, I went to Best Buy. It was on sale. It was like not like a Black Friday, but like a Black Friday week or whatever. It was like $200 or $210, something like that. But that was like in '07. I remember buying it and like this crappy '07 LED display. Or, I mean, no, sorry, not LED. LCD display was way better than my whatever I was using before, which I think was that 19-inch CRT that I had.
Most likely.
I dug it back out, from the closet or whatever, and started using it again. It had to have
Yeah.
been that CRT. And yeah, I remember that this LCD was way better, like quality wise, color reproduction, everything. I mean, it was a cheap or CRT back in the day, but
Yeah.
so
All
yeah,
right.
that post is a troll. Anyways,
All right. So Amazon is offering a year of unlimited cloud storage for just $5. So I'm thinking that, oh, okay, I put $5 a month, but now I'm
that's
getting it. It's if you do it right now, it's $5 for the year of
yeah.
unlimited storage. If you don't do it now, by the end of the month, I think it is, it
I
goes
don't
up
think
to
there was a date, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's well, I mean, it's a free month's trial, I think, or something like that.
yeah, but
But
yeah,
I
the price will
guess
go back up $60.
yeah, $60 for a full year of unlimited storage, which, as we all know from our OneDrive article that we did like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the minute that somebody's like, oh,
Is
unlimited storage, they put 75 terabytes worth of crap on their freaking servers or whatever, and Amazon's going to be like, whoa, 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 we can't do this. Because, in the world of tech, unlimited does not mean unlimited.
it's a good selling point, but it doesn't mean unlimited.
Yep. It's a freaking, what do they call that?
Has
Buzzword.
a Yeah, has an
It's a,
asterisk,
yeah, it's
really
a,
small asterisk right next to unlimited.
yeah. But they never
Unlimited
put that
if you need
asterisk
less
there.
than this. So
Yep.
yeah,
It's
but yeah,
unlimited data up to 10 gigabytes or something stupid like that. Because
but
or one, maybe a
another
couple terabytes.
interesting thing was which I don't think my Google Drive said that, but it says Google Drive has 15 gigs of our free storage for free consumer accounts. But I think when I was uploading some stuff to Google Drive, I think it only said I had 5 gigs. So I don't know, maybe if you hit that 5 gigs, it'll automatically go to 15 for free. I don't even know because it says before asking for payment. So maybe it gives you that arbitrary limit, but if you go over it, it's like, oh, okay, you're cool. And then once you hit that 15, like, all right, no, you got to pay money now.
Yeah, I
Still,
got
15 gigs for free is pretty ridiculous.
well, I mean, I have 115 gigabytes available to me because I got that 100 gigabytes whenever I got that one phone or whatever, and I signed up for it and was like, sure. So 15 gigabytes would be the norm that they would give me then. Because I got 100, so 15 gigabytes, like they said, is the consumer,
Yeah.
the free consumer space.
So yeah.
So I don't know why you only have 5 gigabytes. You're getting screwed, pal.
I mean, it might just be
Didn't you get like 100 gigabytes of drive space whenever you bought the 6P?
Maybe. I don't know. This was before. No, this was this past weekend. Because I tried to upload my work email file so I could put it on my laptop. So some of the
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get a deal. Have you tried going to Google Drive on your phone?
I don't think so. Let's try it right now. See what it says.
Because I think if you open Google Drive on your phone, and sign in, it'll probably say, "Oh, you got an offer for a certain amount of monies or space."
Yeah, no monies. You already have all my monies. Let's see. Details. What details say? Let's say. Nope. That's just details of all the stuff.
Maybe it doesn't. I could have swore it did though.
My drive. Uploads. Oh, no. I guess maybe I just was retarded. It does say 800 megs of 15 gigabytes used. So, there we go.
Derp.
Yeah. But anyways. So, yeah, I got 15 gigs for, a normal person is perfectly fine. So,
Yeah.
get Google, not Apple iStorage or whatever that crap is.
No.
That crap sucks.
Yeah. No, I don't use it. I haven't even signed up for iCloud.
You have to sign up for
I signed up for an Apple ID, but I don't have to sign up for iCloud. iCloud is completely it's different.
Whatever.
You have to actually go in and you have to actually sign up for iCloud, which is the only reason why. What was it that I didn't do? There was something that I didn't do and refused to do because it required iCloud.
iTunes.
No. I don't remember what it was, but something that I would use on Google on my Android phone.
I used to have a bunch of like $10 and $15 what is that? The gift cards for
iTunes gift cards?
iTunes, yeah. But man, now I want them.
Why?
I want to go buy some music on there.
Oh.
But I want to actually pay for it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like all this, I have my playlists on YouTube of, all types of different music, and a lot of them have links to go buy it on iTunes. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I could download all that stuff, and, because I'm thinking about going on a road trip this Christmas. So I was thinking for the playlist for the phone, but.
Yeah. Dude, okay. I wasn't going to do this because I know you're going to be an asshole. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway because I gotta say it.
Oh boy!
I gotta say it.
Apple shirt.
I gotta say it.
Boy.
I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Okay. Now, because you have a certain device, a certain manufacturer, it doesn't matter if like a car, whatever, you have to go. Well, you most likely will end up on a forum board for that specific item or product. No. I didn't sign up for anything. Listen, asshole. I went on to because I was curious as to what things I could do with the phone that would make it easier and more streamline the processes and everything else. So I went on to the subreddit for iPhone. I have Googled how to do something on my iPhone and ended up into some kind of forum or whatever for iPhones. And I'm not gonna lie. I love both. I love my Android phones. I definitely will have an Android phone again. Listen. You're
Here it
just
comes.
you're just a
Here
fucking
it comes.
you are just the biggest cunt ever if you can't like Apple products. I mean, you're just retarded. If you are a tech person, you like tech. Plain and simple. If it works awesome, you have to admit it works awesome. If you just hate on something just to hate on something, you're a dumbass. And let me tell you right now, on the forums that I've been to, the subreddits that I've been to, Android people are the biggest fucking assholes on the planet. No
Android
joke.
Worse fanboys than iPhone fanboys.
Dude, they are so bad. Like every single post that I saw, like Hangouts. This is
iPhone people.
This is the crazy thing, dude. Get this. Hangouts just had an update, right? The Hangouts app on iOS. They have two different teams working on it. So they have a team of Hangouts and developers working in iOS versus Android. They're completely separate. And everybody has always, from the time that I owned my Nexus phone, people have always said that the iOS or Hangouts app on iOS was way better and more fluid and streamlined than the Android counterpart. And I can say that whenever from using, it might be different on your 6P because it's a faster phone, I don't know, but like even on like the G4, the V10, my Nexus 5, sometimes whenever I type in a message or swipe in a message or whatever, and I hit the send button, it'll sit there and say sending for a few minutes or a few seconds or whatever, and then it'll finally go. Whereas with my iPhone, I swipe it in or whatever, and I hit the send button, and it's like it immediately says now underneath my message. Like it's just like super fast, super smooth. And they just updated the app like 2 days ago, I think it was. And now you can quick reply from the notification. So like if you're on your phone doing something and the notification pops down, you can swipe down and type in something and hit send, and you don't have to actually open up the app to send a reply to that message. And people on Android have been asking for this since fucking Hangouts came out, and they still don't have it. I'm like, why is iPhone getting all of the things that people are asking for, but Android isn't? It makes no sense to me. And so
that preview stuff, like on the ad you see where you like long tap on stuff and you like preview
API crap, yeah. So
yeah, it's like
it's just so weird. But it's so crazy though, because like I go in and I ask these questions, I'm like typing in, searching for how to do something on the iPhone, and either a Reddit post will come up or a forum post will come up, and I'm like, oh, okay, well this has like 15 comments on it or 15 posts on it. And I go into it, and there are people that are coming over from Android, or they have Android phones and they say, oh, I'm an Android user through and through or whatever, but my wife or whatever got this iPhone and we don't know how to do this, and I'm curious if you guys know how to fix it or something like that. The people just jump in and they're just like, oh yeah, just do this and this and this, how do you like it compared to this or whatever, or like they compare like a 6P to their 6S Plus. And one guy said that he ended up liking the 6P better than this iPhone 6S Plus, and the Apple guys didn't freaking like jump all over him and like beat him to a pulp and like say, get the fuck out of here, you freaking whatever, Android fanboy, and just start jumping all over him. They're just like, yeah, the 6P is a great phone. And it's just like, but then like Google Plus, I was on Google Plus, which Google Plus is almost like the biggest Google circle jerk on the planet now anyway. But like I went on there or whatever, and I was like, because I haven't been on it. I haven't been on Google Plus. I used to go on it like multiple times a day, but ever since I got my iPhone, I haven't been on it because the iPhone app is kind of shit. And so I'm like sitting there like scrolling through it, and it feels kind of clunky and just crap. And for whatever reason, like posts that were like happened like 8 hours ago or above posts that happened 20 minutes ago, which is really freaking confusing to me. But so I'm like, it annoys me, and I just don't go to it as often anymore. But I was on there, and somebody goes, why do you think people, or why did you choose Android or whatever? Is it because you like the ecosystem better? Is it because it's more intertwined with all the Google apps that you were already using? Is it because of this or this or this? And then it's like, or is it because because you don't like Crapple or something like that? I'm just like, oh my god! I'm like, could you be any more immature about it though? And so I just commented. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was that I chose out of those or whatever. And then another thing was, and then there was, I got flamed like crazy for it. And I didn't even say that I owned an iPhone. I just explained why I thought people would switch to either one, and freaking got like bombarded with crap. And then there was one that asked why do you think people, continue to pick the iPhone? And there was like a bunch of freaking poll results that you could choose from, and they were all like just freaking like complete troll answers. Like nothing was like a legitimate answer. And then so I just commented, and I was like, I went from, I've had all these phones, I've ran Android for the last 7-8 years or whatever, I love Android through and through, but I was like, I decided to switch to the iPhone just to see what it was like, because that's just what you do. You don't just stick with one freaking thing forever. I mean, if Android, or not Android, AMD came out with something that actually beat out an NVIDIA card in something, I would maybe possibly switch and give it a shot and try it out. If it sucked, sell it to somebody that is an AMD person, and then go buy an NVIDIA card that I should have bought to begin with. I would try it out if it proved that it was worthy to do so. And iPhone has proven itself over and over again. And again, the only thing that I can say that I don't like about it is that it's closed off. Like, the closed offness of iPhone is like a pro and a con. And I will say this in my review. It's different. It's so weird. It's like, I enjoy the fact that it's kind of closed off because it keeps me from fucking up my phone by dicking around with it too much, kind of thing. But at the same time, there's certain things I don't like about it. Like I commented today, I really miss the app drawer. Like it really does bother me, but I cleaned it up in such a way that it's not too bad. And I can deal with it. But I don't know. It's just really freaking weird. Like I love the phone, and it's probably like one of my top 3 favorite phones out of all the phones that I've ever owned. Nexus 5 being the number 1, and then I would probably put the iPhone at 2 and the G4 at 3. Out of all the phones that I've owned, and which are all Android phones except for now this one. But yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know if it's just me getting fucking old and I just don't want to dick with my phone anymore. I just want it to freaking work. But like people like instantly freaking started tagging me in their post or whatever and hammering, oh yeah, it sounds exactly like what a sheep would say, bah, bah. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you guys are like 10. Like, what are you doing? And then like all these people were just like ripping into me. And then like I checked it today, because that was like 2 days ago. And I checked it today and I had like, I don't know, like 17 plus ones on my thing or whatever, and people were like tagging me and tagging the guy that was bashing on me, saying, well, he's got a point. If you can't sit there and say that you're a techie person or whatever and you only like one thing. And then people were saying, I think if anything else or whatever, the Android guys are like the biggest fanboys ever, which I don't necessarily, I mean, I feel that way to a degree, because like it's like as soon as the word iPhone is mentioned, they immediately just start hammering that person, downvoting every fucking thing that he says. I mean, it's just stupid. It's just like, what, you guys are
the old school rivalry, like
Chevy it's just
versus Ford, or
it's
Toyota
so
versus Nissan, or
like juvenile and stupid.
Stuff,
it's just so dumb. I don't get it. And it's I mean, and I am definitely not an Apple fanboy. If I ever was an Apple fanboy, I would be running it. I would have bought one a long time ago, and I would be like, oh man, I'm going to sell my computer now or whatever and buy a MacBook and blah, 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 blah. That's what I would be saying right now, but it's not. I literally use all of Google's apps, like everything. Like I even use Google Photos to still continue to back up my photos instead of Apple's photo thing. I use Gmail instead of, because it's better. I'm telling you, man.
Or you just haven't used the...
No, I tried the photo app. Didn't really care for it that much. The layout is kind of weird.
I do like how that everything syncs, like between, like if you have an iPad and the iPhone and stuff. How the syncing is with the iTunes. I guess it's iTunes. How that all works. That's a nice setup, and then it'll sync with your computer as well. So, I mean, there are some aspects of Android that does that, but
like your Chrome.
Easy.
Yeah, it is, and like there are people are like, oh yeah, iPhone is for people that aren't tech savvy, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just.
I mean, what's tech savvy about a phone?
Well, I mean, because they can freaking, root their phone by following some freaking step-by-step instructions that somebody posted all over the fucking internet. Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like they think they're fucking techie or whatever, but they're not cyanogen. They read a freaking thing that somebody else said, this is how you unlock and root your Galaxy S5. They rooted it. They downloaded a ROM that they didn't even make themselves and put it on there and said, oh, I'm tech savvy. That doesn't make you fucking tech savvy because you can follow a list of instructions that somebody told you and you just download a file and fucking transfer it via USB. That doesn't make you tech savvy. I'm sorry. I could walk my mom through those steps. It's that easy. Now, if they were the first person to root the phone and figure out how to open it and crack it, and they actually designed and made a ROM that actually did things differently, then sure, by all means, claim that all you want to. But these little, assholes on random forums and Reddit and freaking Google Plus don't do that.
No. But yeah, I mean,
it's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, it just seems like, I mean, granted, I'm not saying that there's not Apple fanboys out there that bash the shit out of Android, because there are. There's people like that in every group. But it's way more often than I see Android people bashing iPhone users, and iPhone users are just like, oh, you have an Android phone? Oh, which one do you have? Oh, that's a really nice looking phone. Like, the guy was talking to me today about my phone. He was talking to me about my phone today in the breakfast line. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I just bought it or whatever, like a week ago or whatever. And then he was like, oh, is it nice? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I like it. And then so I handed it to him or whatever, and I unlocked it or whatever and handed it to him. And he's sitting there messing around with it. And he goes, it's so weird. And I was like, it is. I was like, it takes a while to get used to. I was like, there's certain things still that I'm like, oh, I could just do that. And I'm like, why isn't it working? And then I'm like, oh, duh. And then I'd have to do it like maybe 2 extra steps on a certain thing that you don't have to do on Android. But other than that, I think the biggest thing that irritates me is like I can't go into a photo, like even Google Photos. I can't go into Google Photos and share a photo via Hangouts. Oh, yeah. I have to go into the Hangouts app and click the photo thing, and then it pulls up the reel. So I can pick. So little things like that kind of are irritating and not as streamlined. But other than that, I mean, I think I haven't had a single issue with an app not loading super fast or being smooth and just working. I don't know. It's weird. So I'm planning on doing my review on it this weekend, but I'm glad that it is what it is because I'm stuck with it now until I get more jumps, and I'm not stuck with a complete pile of crap. So I completely went on a tangent there, but it's. I mean, it's
for the iPhone 7.
No, I won't do that.
Boy,
I won't do that. Definitely not, especially considering that they're talking about dropping the headphone jack.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook or something about that.
They claim that they're dropping the headphone jack because the phone's going to be thinner, but the newest iPod or whatever, I guess, I was not talking with somebody, but reading something about it, and the new iPod or whatever is 12% thinner than the iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, and it still has a jack.
Yeah, but the thing is I don't think thinner's the right answer for phones, man. I mean, you already have to have the camera bump outs and stuff like that. So
I know, it's so dumb, isn't it?
Nice, like curved back or something, where the sides are thin, but then you have a thick battery, and
that's where the LG G4 and the Motos. Oh my god, that curved back! Like I was always like, it would be so annoying on the desk, which it was. Like trying to text on the desk, it sits there and rocks everywhere. But when you pick it up and hold it in your hand, a big phone with a curved back does not feel like a big phone. It sits in your hand so perfectly. I can do anything with that phone, and it didn't feel like it was going to fall out of my hand.
Yeah.
So crazy, but no, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I don't like about Android or Apple's is just the lack of desktop.
Yeah,
like
agreed.
That's the only thing. Other than that, I mean, the phone runs great. It runs better than any Android phone, and the hardware is rugged. I mean, usually it lasts
that's
2+ years, no problems.
I'm so surprised at how many apps I can leave in the background, like as in the recent section or whatever, with only 2 gigs of RAM, and the phone doesn't slow down for a split second. It's like retarded. I'm like, how did they get away with that with 2 gigs of RAM whenever like we talked about last week, the freaking Note 5 with its 4 gigs of RAM and it fucking runs like shit.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, I don't know if I've updated it with what's it called, but like with my phone, when I first set it up, there was an app or two I used that I hadn't used since, and it was like 3 or how long had I had this phone? A week and a half.
2
weeks now.
It was last Monday that you got it.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I was like, I think it was Sunday that I was going through that because I was going to restart my phone. Or I wasn't going to restart it, but I hit that multitasking button.
Oh, yeah.
I was just scrolling through of all the stuff it is. I'm like, this is still open. I clicked it and like instantly opened. I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. And it was like app I hadn't used in forever. I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. The Nexus phones are freaking awesome. I mean, they're like the Android's version of an iPhone. They just work. I mean, they're so smooth. They're clean. They don't have a bunch of crap. Granted, I know like some of them, like the Moto's overlay, HTC overlay, each one of them has like certain things that are like nice features, but that 1 or 2 features isn't worth all the other crap. So
one thing I like about what they need to do is like Moto's, how I think it's Moto. All their apps are updated through the market and stuff like that. So they need to have like apps like that where you can download like customizable apps where they have like different features. Because like I'd love to have a TouchWiz contacts app. I mean, the look I think was better than the Marshmallow Android one. The phone dialer I think was better. Just a few like little things like that. So I'm sure there's custom apps I could probably download, but
have you used I
don't customize stuff that much on my phone.
Have you used a phone dialer to look for stuff though? Like start typing in like pizza or something, and it just starts popping up all the pizza places. Dude, it's freaking awesome.
The contacts and stuff is so different from.
I loved the Google dialer when I had it, man. Absolutely loved it.
I was stuck on that ancient phone forever. So I mean, the way the contacts I interacted with the contacts was I could directly get to my contacts in one easy step, where with this contacts app and dialer setup and stuff like that, I have to go through a couple different ways to get to it. So I'm just going to start like searching for people.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that yet. So in time.
Oh. Yeah. My main thing was like, just like, if I was searching for a business or something like that to try to call, I just start typing it in and it would immediately pull it up or whatever and have like a picture of the damn place from like Google Street View and shit like that. It was just awesome.
Yeah. I'm still stuck in the old ways of if I'm, searching for something like that, I just open up Google Maps and type it in there.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. I guess I'm more visual. I want to see where it is, like especially if
I don't mean like trying to locate like the location of where it's at.
Yeah.
I just mean like calling them. Like you can just go into your phone dialer and just start typing in Best Buy, and it'll find the number and put it there, and you just hit call. You don't have to like go to Google, type in Best Buy, and then click the phone button or phone number link.
Well, that or for a business like that, I want to visually know, because I don't know the names of places. Like,
well, I mean, it tells you where it's at, the road.
I don't know the roads sometimes.
Oh, well, like for me, there's only one fucking Best Buy here, so it's easy for me. It's like, Evans Road. It's freaking easy.
Like, well, when I first moved here, there's 2 Publixes really close by me.
Oh yeah, see, then that kind of thing would suck.
Started, when I ordered online for Publix on Publix subs one time, I didn't know which one it was. I was like, oh, this is on, because it's on the same road, but it's technically on the cross street. The name was for the one that I wanted to go to. And it was like, oh, okay, 7th Street, whatever, that's the Publix I want. But it was the opposite one that I wanted, because they're on the same road, but the other one's not going to cross street. So it just
weird,
So I'm used to open up the Google, typing in the name of the place, and then visually looking, okay, yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah, it brings up all the little points, like A, B, C, D, or whatever, with them all listed. Yeah, I know. I do that now because I don't have that sweet little Google dialer where I can just type in a business. But like for me over here, it's slim pickings on everything. So it's like, you type in like Applebee's, there's like 2.
Yeah.
There's like one by me and one further up north, and that's pretty much it. So and I can tell the difference between Malabar and Wickham. So like it brings up the address and everything right below it. So that's the reason why.
Yeah,
But,
it's just something I have to get used to.
yeah.
Using.
There's just some features that you haven't used before, and so they're new.
Yeah, I've been using the Google Now or OK Google
Holy crap.
for a while.
I'm not going to say it. Nothing. Not going to say it. All right, you want to go on to the next article? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not saying it.
Say it.
Nope.
Say it. It's nice, man. Having that little what was it, Siri or whatever on. You just say, "Oh, what's this?" And it tells you what it is really quick. Or, "Oh, find me the closest blah blah blah," and it finds it for you real quick. It's super easy. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. No, that's it.
What are you gonna say?
No, they're equal. I mean, they are equal. That's all I'm going to say. The OK Google and Siri.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna say?
I don't know. Siri
first, you Apple fanboy.
No, Apple definitely didn't have it first. No, Siri just feels more realistic. I don't know. It's weird. Like you ask it a question, it's just. But I mean, like the answers, like with Google, you say, "Oh, well, what's this plus this?" And it's like, "Here's the answer for you." And then like Siri, it's like, "Hey Siri," and then it makes the sound.
The latest version is different because I've done.
It might be, yeah. I haven't.
Like that, kind of give you like, how when you search Google, they have like a little like excerpt of one of the articles.
Yeah.
It says that now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. So it might be better
the same
now.
thing as Siri.
Yeah, because Siri, I was like, I was like, "Hey Siri," and then it would pop up, and then I'd be like, "What's the weather like today?" And it's like, "Oh, it's 71 degrees currently, and your high is going to be 86 or 83 degrees or whatever, with a slight chance of rain in the afternoon." I would definitely bring an umbrella. I'm like, "Fucking A, nice, okay." I didn't bring an umbrella, but
I don't know if it adds that personal. I would bring.
But I mean, it just. But. Yeah, I don't know, it just feels more like natural, like it's a person actually talking to you, so it's just kind of cool. And I was like fucking around with her the other night. I was like, "Hey Siri," and it's like, because I didn't set it up until literally like yesterday or 2 days ago. And so I was like, "Hey Siri," and it made the sound, and then I was like, what color are your eyes or something? What's your eye color or something like that, just to see if there was any stupid answers that they would give. And then she's just like, "I'm flattered that you would ask," or something, "but I don't think I don't think the answer to that question is important," or something. And I just started laughing. So then I just started asking random questions, and it started like answering some of them. So it was pretty funny though. But yeah, no, it's cool. I didn't mess with it. Some guy gave me shit about it today because he was like, "Oh, how do you do this on the phone or whatever?" And he always came to me because I was always like the Android guy. Like I'm the guy that they just come to me for all the phone questions and issues. And he's like, "How do I do this on the settings? Or whatever? Does your settings look like this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I pulled out my phone and I opened up iPhone settings. And he looked at it and goes, "Why the hell does yours look so different?" And I was like, I don't know. And I'm like, "It's weird," And we kept looking back and forth, and Bev and Susan are just cracking up laughing because they already know. And then he finally looks at it and he grabs my hand and like turns my wrist or whatever, and he sees the Apple logo on the back and he goes, I was like, "Sorry." It's like, I had to try it out, man. I don't knock it till you try it kind of thing. So it's good though. I'm happy with it.
Better be. You stuck with it for a couple months.
Stuck with it until the 7 comes out, and I go wait in line.
I know. I'm surprised you're not in line already.
All right, let's go on to the next article. We went on the biggest fucking tangent ever. I think that's a record for us now for the longest tangent.
It was a pretty big tangent.
But it was good though. It was talking tech.
I still think this is stupid.
What?
Drones. Deliveries.
Let me see. Yes, I agree. They're pointless.
It's like, it seems so impractical. I mean, I just don't see how they can think that will save them money over even like the.
I mean, it can only go 15 miles.
I mean, 15 miles, like in a metropolitan city like this, or like where I'm at now.
But
it can.
There's no
a lot of people.
But there's not like a whole lot of people that live within a 15-mile radius of Amazon like distribution center.
I think they're thinking more of the future, especially like same day deliveries and stuff that they're doing now. I mean,
Or they're gonna
soon
have
it's
like
gonna
Amazon
be
stores, like
it's gonna be
Apple
like yeah,
stores.
it's gonna be like going to Publix as you're going to Amazon. You just order some groceries and the deliver shows up in 15 minutes on your drone or whatever. So, I mean,
It's dumb.
I mean,
Because the only
and
way to make it
the
practical,
drones.
you would have to have hundreds of these things flying
I know.
around all the time, and
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
exactly. And then I think it'd be running into stuff, even if it doesn't run into stuff. I mean, drones have to be expensive, and then FCC licenses and this and that, and I just think it'd be really
And like the
expensive.
no-fly zones, and right now they're trying to pass the laws now where people can't fly their consumer drones or whatever within 500 feet of certain highways or like 5 miles from a highway kind of thing, and it's like you can't get around that with any of these things. They would have to fly over all of this crap that is restricted to other people. So it's like, and it's pointless. Like, if anything, I'd be pissed if my freaking package came by one of these.
I don't know about pissed, but it just
I
seems.
mean, like, what happens if something goes wrong with it and it just falls and breaks my shit?
Well, then you get a new one.
That's
Obviously.
fucking annoying, is it not? You have to wait another day or two or whatever until they can send you out another
15
one.
minutes, man.
Oh, and then that drone fucking crashes, and you got two broken packages. I don't know. It's just dumb, and I would never use it. But anyway, so Amazon Prime Air was announced 2 years ago. They've been working on multiple different prototypes. This is the latest one here. I'll scroll down so you can see it. It looks freaking huge.
It really does.
Like,
then if you look at
the casters
on the back,
it looks like it's probably like maybe 2.5 by 3 foot, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a small box, But
it says it weighs a little less than 55 pounds. Anyway, so
I thought it could carry up to 55 pounds.
No. It is larger, updated propeller system, and features sense and avoid technology to detect nearby obstacles both on the ground and the air. The commercial for it, which I think is in this video, yeah, it's here, has Jeremy Clarkson in it for whatever reason. I guess because he's doing the new show that Amazon owns.
Got that. You're paying them. Might as well use them.
So, and he called it amazing innovation. These drones can fly for 15-mile range at less than 400 feet.
Let's be real here. He works for Amazon. They gave him a script, and in the script it said amazing innovation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean,
so
no joke. I mean, these things flying around with even like the cars where they have can detect stuff and not run into stuff and not crash. I mean, that is good technology, but let's be real here. That wasn't a script. Jeremy probably doesn't even care about this crap.
No, he doesn't. Because he'd rather drive his Mercedes black to go pick up his package than...
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it weighs less than 55 pounds, and by the looks of the pics, which I put in here, like this little thing here, if this is any like actual real like demonstration of it, it shows it doing 56 miles per hour. So it's zooming around pretty damn quick.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
That's a good clip.
Estimated time to deliver. That'd be kind of cool if you could watch this, though.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was thinking.
Oh man, they got 3 minutes to my.
And then you like watching it live on your phone, and then the picture below here where it shows like the yard. You can go out and stand in the delivery. You can stand in the delivery zone, looking at yourself.
Indeed,
watching your package come down.
I'd do
that
would be cool.
But I'd do it one time and then post the video on YouTube and be like, I got my package, and then never do it again.
Exactly. Yeah. Post a selfie with the drone.
Oh man, I can see somebody doing that too. But so Amazon said they won't release the drones out into the wild until they are able to demonstrate safe operations. And of course, the FAA is working on regulations for commercial and personal drones and their uses, like we talked about in the past shows. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
it seems completely
about it, like each person, like
pointless.
All right, Amazon Prime, right? A lot of people have Amazon Prime.
Yep.
And they're spending $10 a person for every package you spend. Yep. So, I guess if you buy a $5,000 drone, and then it delivers packages, I mean, I guess it could be economical in that aspect, but. I don't see it. The thing is, like
what's this?
There's a lot of.
What's to stop somebody from hindering its flight and taking your package?
Same thing as like someone's doing.
It's only
package on their
400 feet.
doorstep.
But I mean, it's only 400 feet off the ground. That's pretty easy to take down, really. You can fly your own drone up there and knock it out, but then you might destroy your $1,500 drone, and all it's in there is like a $5 locket. Like, I wonder what the limit is.
I don't know.
Like, I wonder what the limit is. Like, I mean, if it's like a package that's worth like a shitload of money, like let's say, would they fly a $800 video card in that, or would they just are they just going to keep it to like cheap shit?
No, it'll probably be based on weight. So
I wonder if you have an option to not use it.
Oh yeah, I mean this will be an option. It's not going to be every delivery.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because if I had a video card or something, and I'd be like, "Fuck you, you ain't sending that thing by."
All right. What about this though? You can get
I do not want my
30 minutes, or you can wait till tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow, or I'd drive there myself and pick it up in 30 minutes. I would not trust a card flying in a freaking.
Why not?
I've seen these things. I've seen DJI Phantoms and everything that have been proven safe, and they can set GPS coordinates, and the thing can go fly for like 2 miles, 3-4 miles by itself and come back and land. And I've seen those things freaking go off course and crash.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's things that happen. But what about like that one where it follows you? You throw it up and you have a little wrist thing and it follows you?
Yeah.
I mean,
it would crash eventually too.
It might.
It might run into a tree whenever it's cut in the corner.
It's like it was in transit, so it's not yours. They'll just send you another one. No big deal. It's not like you're losing anything if it crashes. That's what I'm saying.
But it's still hindering up the package being shipped rather than just coming on a truck like normal, and it's there. It's protected.
Well, if it crashes,
it's safe.
they'll just send it on a truck. It's to be the same thing.
Not well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it, so it doesn't matter.
I wouldn't use it, but I think it's dumb.
I wouldn't use it, and I would probably.
Thing is
well, I can say right now, honestly, I most likely would never live in an area where I would be within range anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like the point I was getting to. We have one that's semi-close here in Tampa. It's in Ruskin or whatever, but I think it's more than like 15 miles, and it's across the bay from me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's probably more than 15 miles.
15 miles. If it's a 15-mile single journey.
Yeah, I don't know if that's 15 mile one way or 15 miles round trip.
Yeah, I mean, if it's 15 miles, I think I might be within 15 miles. So I'll go outside in the parking lot, wait for my package to be delivered. My TV, and then it's like comes down and hits a tree, and my TV smashes in front of me, and I cry.
It looks like it says this particular drone can fly for 15 miles, so that's round trip. So you have to be within 7.5 miles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people aren't within 7.5 miles.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like their customer base, I'd say maybe 2% are within. Actually, less than that. I'd say probably 0.5%.
I have to say, even that same day delivery from Amazon. I mean, I haven't used it, but just the thought of it is kind of cool.
Like, oh yeah, that's cool. I mean yeah, that's fine.
Like, I mean, once more distributors and stuff pop up.
That's that's one thing that I always liked about.
So much stock.
Is about like Newegg and like B&H Photo up in New York and stuff, is if you're like in that city or in that state or whatever, you can do a pickup. So like you can buy online and then drive there and pick it up.
As that option, though. Yeah,
because Newegg can do that too. You can actually go to Newegg and get the product that you bought.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was just
because then it
like
saves on shipping if you don't want to ship and all that kind of stuff. If you don't want to pay for shipping,
almost get to the point where you don't have to go to the grocery store anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that will never happen though. For certain people, maybe, but I couldn't do it.
Delivery services and stuff.
I mean, I like to look at. I like to check out my own eggs, and I like to check out my own vegetables and fruits and shit. I don't want somebody else picking that crap out. Fondling your food and rubbing their ball sack all over your can of beans. How many
people have rubbed their?
They might have, but this is just some weirdo like that's delivering it. It's like a Uber thing. Most of the delivery services, like for that kind of thing, are like Uber drivers. They're like me and you, just delivering groceries to some old lady's house.
I'm thinking like something like this Amazon drone thing, and well, I guess.
So what would you do then? Would you like? You'd buy like some canned goods and like some bread and maybe some cheese and some deli meat, and then have this fucking thing fly it to your house.
Yeah, but wait. Okay, say you're like, oh, I'm gonna make this tonight. It's like,
Wow.
oh, man, I'm missing this. Yo, get the drone flying to my house.
You don't think that you could drive to the grocery store quicker than it would take to order it and have it fly 15 minutes or so to your house? This coming from the man that doesn't want to spend like an extra dollar something on delivery charges for pizza.
Yo, if it's free with Amazon Prime.
But that's like saying a game on PS4 or Xbox is free because you're paying for Xbox Live. It's not free. You're still paying for it.
Not really.
But you are. I guarantee you I don't ship enough things to from Amazon that cost me $100 a year.
I have, for sure, but I only paid like $60 or $50 last time I paid. Now it'd be like $60 because the student
thing, yeah. But yeah, I don't ship enough stuff. I mean, I have shipped quite a bit of stuff. The only reason why we had
if you
Prime,
have this, and it's like,
I'm just saying it's stupid.
I mean,
if you can't get up and get your ass to the freaking grocery store, you should just shoot yourself in the face.
Hey man, that's what I say about pizza.
But that's different.
Is it?
That's like a one-time meal that you're just like, oh, I'm watching the game or whatever. Let's order some freaking pizza, and it comes.
Order a public sub. Get that drone flying over here. It's a one-time deal.
But the drone won't pick up a Publix sub and bring it to you. Publix would have to start doing drones. And then if Publix is doing drones, Walmart's doing drones. And if Walmart's doing drones, Winn-Dixie will start doing drones. And then eventually it's going to be like fucking Wall-E, except for it's not going to be a bunch of freaking satellite dishes. It's going to be a bunch of drones. It's going to block out the sun with drones.
Exactly.
They're all going to be running into each other. And then, but they're avoid technology.
Walmart, Google, though.
Yeah, they'll have this sense and avoid technology, and there'll be so many drones that the drone will just sit there and hover in place because it doesn't want to hit another drone that's flying right next to it. So eventually they just won't move anywhere.
No, what they'll do is they'll have companies. Well, this would be the smart thing to do: is you buy a shit ton of drones and you rent them out to everyone.
What?
So instead of like Walmart having a drone and Google having a drone or whatever stores.
But all of those stores would be using them at once.
They use your drones. I mean,
so I'm saying
there's not going to be 1,000 orders and 1,000 drones flying off at once. There's going to be like 10
You don't
drones.
think so? You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, maybe
I think so.
with a big warehouse like Google or something, they might have. I mean, like Amazon,
I guarantee you,
100 drones.
I guarantee you that if they had a way where you could have your food delivered, you could have your groceries delivered, you could have products delivered, you could have all this stuff delivered in an area like Tampa, I guarantee it there would be more than 1,000 orders going out at every like hour.
I believe
there's a high population, man, and there's a lot of lazy fucks in America.
No, if you say, I'm just saying, you have 100 drones or 50 drones or whatever. I mean, it's only going to take like 10 minutes to do a delivery.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of.
But you're promising every single person that places an order that they get it within 15 minutes. If they have to wait the 10 minutes before they get their 15 minutes, that's actually 25 minutes.
You have to schedule to get a public sub. They're going to schedule your delivery.
Then it's not within 15 minutes like they claim.
It's like same thing with pizza, man. It ain't 30 minutes or less anymore.
Dude, the pizza places that I do, I order a pizza and it says it'll be there. It says your pizza will arrive approximately 25 to 30 minutes or whatever. And I swear to God, if that guy doesn't drop it off within like 10 or 12 minutes, he knocks on the door with 2 freaking pizzas and scares the shit out of me every time. I'm like, where the hell? He's here already? It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying, though. People are going to expect now. Like right now. And
there's a lot of
the only way to do that is to have thousands of drones flying at once.
35 feet. The Amazons fly at 75 feet.
It's impossible. They'd hit every freaking tree or house.
Oh, man.
35 feet?
There's no 35 feet trees around here.
Yeah, okay. The average palm tree is 35 feet.
Yeah, how many palm trees are there? They just go around them. No big deal.
How many palm trees are there? We're talking about Florida and the west coast of Florida. There's a palm tree there's a palm tree every square meter.
That's plenty of room for
Yeah, sure. All right.
I just drive down the street, man. Same thing.
It's a dumb idea, and if anybody uses it, I will personally come to your house and kick you in the ballsack. All right.
I will use it if they have it, but it is dumb for them to.
I will come to your house and kick you in the ballsack.
Okay, and then I will order me some ice to put on my balls.
Wow. All right. So from WCCF Tech, a new API apparently patch releases exposes a line of changelog. I almost put code, but it's not code. It's a changelog. Claims PS4 added fmod_thread_core 6 to allow access to the newly unlocked 7th core. So the PS4...
Wait, it says core 6? Why is it 7?
Because the old fmod thread core was called core 6, but they unlocked that, so now it will probably be called fmod thread core 7.
No, it's because it's core 0 through 6, but yeah.
But it's what?
No, usually it starts core 0.
But there's 8 cores total.
Yeah, but they're saying fmod thread core 7, like you can use that to access the new unlocked 7th core.
The first core is numbered 0. Yes, I see what you're saying now. So the PS4's Jaguar CPU uses 2 quad-core x86-64 modules for a total of 8 cores, but Sony always reserved 2 cores to ensure a smooth OS, like Microsoft did on the Xbone back in January. Now Sony is unlocking... No, they unlocked their 7th core like back in January. But anyway... So now Sony is unlocking 7th core on the PS4, allowing developers to utilize more power for games. This is taken right from the article. So according to Eurogamer, this is their opinion, the ability to tap into more processing power could perhaps explain why Assassin's Creed Unity runs smoother on Xbox One than it does the PS4, and also why traffic-heavy junctions in GTA 5 see a smaller hit to performance on the Microsoft console. It may also explain this curious presentation slide from the developers of ACU, showing a 15%, I don't know why they spaced that, 15% CPU advantage to Xbox One compared to PS4. So Sony hasn't confirmed nor denied this claim, so for now it's just a rumor.
But I think the most exciting part about this is 15% for an extra core when they already have 6. The era of multi-threading is upon us, baby. I'm glad I have a 6 core now. Even though I'm not using it for rendering, I'm going to be using it for gaming.
Did you post this one? No, you didn't.
I did not.
Fuck, man. You don't make notes. You can't even post links.
I posted one link.
What do I pay you for?
You don't pay me nothing. Pay me in Acer monitors that are bad.
Acer monitors, Death Adder mouse.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Death Adder. Yeah, buddy.
What else have I given you?
A 780.
I did give you the 780, didn't I?
680?
No, I sold the 780 to you.
Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah. For like cheap as shit, but I sold it to
like
you.
$50 or something.
Yeah.
680, I think you just
the
gave me.
The 680 I gave you. The 780 I think I sold to you for like $150 or something. It was cheap. But the 970 I kind of got my money's worth for that. But it was worth it though. It's a good card. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I paid cheap for a 980 basically.
Basically, yeah.
So
same performance.
Mm-hmm. It was cheaper than it was brand new, and I knew it worked.
So yeah, any
Plus, I knew I'd get beat up if it didn't work.
So the new so PS4 might be having some better
980 Ti.
Yeah, whenever I buy the 1080 Ti.
I mean, when mine dies, I'll go beat you up and then steal your card.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean.
So if you have a PS4, then it might start performing better.
Yeah.
Later on, whenever developers actually use the 7th core. So it's not. I don't think it's going to benefit games that are already out now, though, right?
I mean, it might if it's already multi-threaded. Like games seem to be.
But it says that they gave it to made it available to developers to use in games.
You just patch it.
Oh, you can patch it, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
I guess I don't know. I'm not a programmer.
Me either. Derp.
I mean, it's already in the Xbox One, so and I mean it's the same freaking console pretty much. The Xbox and the PS.
It is. Yeah.
So I mean, I think it'd be pretty easy to just, oh, they got this now. Okay, let's just add in these code and this patch, and we can enable it just like the Xbox. So
Yeah, true. Good point.
I mean, but yeah, I was surprised that the Xbox One, like the processor speeds, I didn't pay attention that much to the next gen.
Yeah, they overclocked it, dog.
Yeah, it's just so they can get that little extra performance over
And
the
it still
PS4.
performs worse than the PS4.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was like, PS4 still, that people said it perform faster.
Perform better, yeah.
Yeah, and this thing is stupid. Oh, I didn't post that thing.
It's interesting.
You just said a bunch of stuff about me not posting, then you didn't post it, so I had to post it.
Because that's your job. All right, so all new. So
I do what I want.
Li-Fi. This is a new thing. Save your comments for after the notes. Okay, you can do silent comments if you want to do silent comments, which would be inappropriate gestures. That's fine. Okay, so all new Li-Fi is 100 times faster than Wi-Fi. So using Li-Fi enabled light bulb, startup company Velmini, I guess is how you say that. Velmini.
Sure.
Transmitted data at speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. While laboratory tests has shown speeds up to 224 gigabits per second. Li-Fi is basically a visible light communication, or VLC. It delivers high-speed, bidirectional networked mobile communications. It promises insane speeds, increased security, and less device interference. Essentially, Li-Fi uses an LED bulb, which they modulate up to very high speeds of current. That light is then picked up by a photodetector device and is converted back to an electrical current. And it's similar, which becomes similar to RF technology.
Fiber? Oh.
RF technology. So it's undetectable by the human eye. It's not going to change anything.
Fiber.
So any existing LED light bulb can be converted. It just needs a microchip that allows it to emit light and do wireless data transmission. A few major flaws, though. One, it cannot go through walls as it uses line of sight. So you would need one of these Li-Fi bulbs everywhere you plan on going at home. It cannot be used outside due to the sunlight drowning it out. It can be used indoors even when sunlight is present, as long as it has a certain filter on it. And it says also, in order to work, these lights would need to be on at all times, of course. So this isn't really a problem for businesses or anything like that, but a pain for homes. And it won't be even remotely available to consumers for at least another 3 to 4 years.
That shouldn't be.
I think it's kind of a cool concept, like to think about it. Like think about it this way, okay? You're sitting in your living room. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a light on in your living room anyway, right? So you have your light on. Say like you have like a main light that's right above like your ceiling fan, or you have like a LED lamp over in the corner that's lighting up the whole room. It's giving you Wi-Fi signal faster than your Wi-Fi is just with the light on. I mean, it's kind of cool. You know, you're getting crazy data. It's no different than, you know, having your phone automatically start trickle charging from the Wi-Fi charging that we talked about. It's still a cool concept to think that the entire time that you're just standing in light and your phone is in light, it's getting a fast data connection. I mean, I think it's kind of cool.
No. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool that it's fast, but the direct line of sight kills it.
Kills it, yeah. That's the only thing I see that kills it. And of course, you know,
completely
sunlight.
Impractical. You have to have so many transmitters. Like literally, if you want to be using your phone, walking, you know, from your room now to your couch, how many transmitters do you have to have now? You have to have like 5 transmitters. I mean, it's just
Why?
It's dumb.
You have the light that's in. You have the light that's in your office, and then you walk out, and then you're hitting the light from your living room.
You have to have the light in the hallway, light in the.
Oh yeah, I guess if you have a long ass hallway, I don't have a hallway. I just walk out of my office and I'm in my living room.
It's line of sight though. As soon as you turn the corner from your room right now, it'll be dead.
But I'm in the light of my living room because that's how my house is set up.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be that.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how well. It depends on how well the signal strength is.
Still pulsing the light. I mean, that's even though it's fast and won't be super noticeable to people.
Well, LED pulses already.
I mean, yeah, it'd be.
Hold your camera up in a room that is lit up with LED lights, like my office is. It's. I hate it, dude. I can't take pictures of my office. If I take a picture of my office, I have those waves.
Yeah,
I have those waves in my picture. It irritates me so much.
I was just thinking, like, that's what one thing people complain about the Asus monitor because it pulses for the. I don't even know what they call it. Light boost thing.
Yeah.
And it causes strain on some people's eyes. So I was thinking on that aspect, but yeah, I guess LEDs do it. It's just at such a high frequency, you don't notice it too much. And
this would ultimately be at an even higher frequency because the higher the frequency, the faster the speed. So,
yeah, but I just don't think this is practical at all.
No, I don't think it's practical. I think it's cool. I mean, it's like technology driving forward and trying to do something.
Basically, it is fiber, but they just remove the fiber wire instead of the light going through the fiber line. It's just shining. So I mean, cool, but not really useful. I think, like, when I first saw the title of the article, I was like, oh, okay, cool, the new Wi-Fi or new radio signal type thing or whatever, microwave, whatever.
Yeah, I hate how the picture that they chose too.
Yeah, it would be like a little bit,
It shows like this tower outside, and like it's like displaying it to everybody, and like everybody can get fast connection.
So freaking awesome.
And then it's like it doesn't work outside.
Like LTE signals, like if they were reliable and strong enough. I mean, because right now, I mean, ping is really low on LTE. Throughput's through the roof. I mean, as soon as that, I mean, you can be on your computer on LTE all the time and getting 50 megabits a second down, 20 megabits a second up. I mean, that's awesome. Something like that, I'd be, it'd be great, especially if it was, fast, like 1 gigabit or something. But even then, I mean, 100 megabits is all you really need for even the most hungry or video hungry, video watching and stuff like that, or bandwidth hungry things you're doing, besides, of course, downloading torrents and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. It's cool that they're pushing stuff forward, though, is the big thing.
Li-Fi. I don't see it being practical at all.
There you go. The Justin has spoken. Li-Fi is pointless.
I agree.
All right.
Myself.
I agree with yourself. I was going to say that was your freaking point anyway.
But, I mean,
all right.
You see what I mean? I mean, just
I know. I see what you mean. I just think it's cool. I think it's cool that they're pushing forward, but it's not practical. Yeah. Just like kind of like the drone thing. It's cool that they're trying to do something, but it's fucking dumb, and Amazon should just kill the idea now. So VTech. Okay, this is mainly going to be for parents. So if you're not a parent, just go look at porn on the internet or something. So VTech, who make like mostly like learning toys and stuff like that for children and all that kind of stuff. Hackers got into the VTech Learning Lodge app and got the customer database info for as many as 4.8 million parents, as well as photos and videos of somewhere around 200,000 kids. So they made off with names, email addresses, mailing addresses, encrypted passwords, and responses to those secret questions you have to answer in case you forget your password. Hackers also absconded with users' IP addresses and download histories, according to the company. VTech stated that their database does not hold credit card info, social security numbers, or driver's license numbers. The breach occurred on November 14th, and they found out about the breach on the 24th of November. They also said that data, including first names, genders, and birthdays for over 200,000 children, was taken, and they could use that info to get addresses to these children's homes to get to match them up with the parents' addresses and shit that was taken earlier, and find out their full whereabouts. And of course, I didn't want to put this in the notes, but this is like the first thing that came to my mind, is that if the hacker was a sicko pedophile perv, or somebody got a hold of this and was a sicko pedophile perv, if he could match up the pictures with the kid with an address or whatever, you can pretty much go shopping. Hawking up a hairball.
Stupid cat.
But yeah, you could pretty much, a sicko could pretty much go could just go pretty much shopping for children due to because of this. So it's pretty messed up. But VTech has since closed the Learning Lodge store while they're trying to fix the security holes. So
it's just there's so much stuff like security breaches, and so much information is stolen. It's like, who cares anymore? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. Whenever the what is it? The national database of whenever for all the people that have gotten security clearances and stuff, and it was like the government complex, and all the information got stolen from there. When that shit happens, none of your crap is safe, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
seriously,
PSN was hacked, right?
PSN was hacked. Amazon was hacked. Target got hacked.
I mean, it's like
Target just settled out from that. The last year's, I think it was last year's or 2 years ago, the Black Friday thing where millions of credit cards were taken or whatever it was. Yeah. They settled out of court or whatever to the banks or something like that for $39 million is all they had to pay.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'm like, really?
So much data that is out there. I mean, it's like, but what I'm curious, when you do a breach like this, like a hacker or whatever, do they actually sell the data, and who uses that data? I mean, I'm almost thinking it's more
Vizio.
No. Yeah. No, I mean, seriously, I almost think it's more companies like that that will pay more money for the data than malicious people.
Oh yeah. No joke. Oh yeah, it's definitely advertising companies paying for that crap.
Yeah. It's like a black market for advertising data rather than, people trying to get your credit card number and trying to steal your identity.
Yep.
I mean,
there's more money to be had in the advertising crap than there is from stealing my. I mean, what the hell are they going to steal from me? Nothing. Yeah. They can have all my debt from college if they want that.
Yeah. So they'll get your credit card number and make a payment or whatever, and then you'll file a thing and they get
it back.
Stuff.
Yeah, they get free stuff, but
they get free stuff. So I mean, that's. But I think, that's a lot of work, and you can go to jail big time for that, I guess. But maybe there's black market for advertising.
Oh, I'm almost positive there is. If there wasn't, the companies are dumb for not making it.
Seriously, or a lot of people's social security number, data like that got stolen, where someone can steal their identity, but their identity hasn't been stolen. I mean, they haven't been on that list. They have a giant list.
I honestly don't think that identity stealing is really a thing anymore, is it?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's nearly as big as it was. I think it's more like what you're saying. I think it's more of stealing this data and selling it to Vizio and Netflix and Facebook and all this other kind of crap or whatever. And they just
sold to them. It gets sold to.
Well, it gets sold to. It gets sold to the. What do they call? What do they call those? Data brokers. Data brokers or whatever. Broker
buys it and sells it, de-anonymizes it and sells it to all these people. I mean,
I guarantee you that's what's happening. It's crazy, man.
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, because really, God
damn, we went forever on this one.
I don't know. It's just you hear about all these data breaches and stuff, and it's who cares anymore? I mean,
Yeah.
It's just like nothing bad happens out of it most of the time.
Yeah.
Like people don't get their identity stolen and stuff like that. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. But it's
I don't, you never hear about it though. It's like,
yeah.
oh my God, this place was hacked. Tons, millions of people's data was stolen. You never hear any aftermath of it except for the Ashley Madison thing. That was the only thing I've ever heard any kind of aftermath from. And that was because they were angry at the website and they took it down and they threatened, I'm going to release all these people's information if you don't take your site down. And it was like a big war going back and forth. But that was the only reason why. I've never heard of anybody, loads of people having their identity stolen and crap like that from like the Target breach, or like I got a thing in the mail. I don't know if you got one. Probably. Well, yeah, you may have gotten one from the government or whatever just not long ago. I got mine like last week. No, it was for that breach for like the security clearances and stuff. If you've had a security clearance or whatever at all in like the last like couple decades, they got a hold of they possibly got your information, and it contains like everything: your social security number, your spouse's social security number, some information about the people that you chose as your what do they call those? References and that kind of crap, which wasn't a whole lot. It was like their names and addresses and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
well, for our level, it wasn't much, but you go in the upper levels, it's a lot. Yeah,
you go in the upper levels. I mean, they pretty much want to know like when the last time your references colon was checked. So I mean, it's like it's just shit like that, and it's like, but you never hear anything bad come from it though. Like you're saying, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, maybe stuff does, and it just doesn't get out. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just
oh well.
Like you hear about this stuff all the time about these security breaches, and like
if you're freaked out about this and you're a parent,
I'm like desensitized by it now. It's like, oh, okay, whatever.
It doesn't like freak me out.
There, It's not like, oh, I better go run my credit right now and make sure, everything that I did is on there and no one else is trying to buy, a Lamborghini in my name, because
right.
Who knows? There's probably like 4 Lamborghinis in my name now that I just said that, but whatever.
And you don't even get to drive one. That sucks.
I know. It does.
That's the worst part about it. So if you're a parent and you have some VTech toys that are like smart toys or like a tablet type thing or whatever, throw it away and burn it. No, I'm just kidding. Just be careful, I guess. I mean, your crap's already stolen anyway. Stuff. So so I have one more article.
Oh, I didn't.
One more article. I know this was a hidden article. And I'm doing it just for you, friend. Just for you. Because I saw it and it was amazing. I'm gonna post it in the in the notes now, so that way you have it. Okay, so this is the PopSocket, I think is what it's called. So this is a thing that sticks on the back of your phone and makes it easier to hold big phones. And I put this article.
So dumb.
I saw this right after you were complaining about how hard it was to hold on to your Nexus 6P, and I saw it like last week. So like I literally saw this. I think it was like on Thursday or something. Yeah, November 27th. I was like, bookmark that shit. I immediately thought of you because I was like, it's like a little doorknob. But I mean, the way that you hold it, it looks comfortable. I mean, it's dumb and not practical.
It feels like it's secure,
yeah.
But
and that's what he says.
All the time. That's the only thing.
He's like, it's embarrassing how much I love this stupid nub on my Nexus 6P. It's like one of those types of things where it's like it's not practical and you don't want to be spotted using it out in the freaking public.
But you don't want to be spotted.
Right. So it's funny. Awesome. You can use it kind of like a little kickstand and all this other stuff. So he's got like
it's nice.
He's got like a bunch of freaking like pictures that he took of it or whatever, and it's just I as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is totally for freaking Justin.
Yeah. It's so big, even collapsed. It looks like it collapses. And that's how it's stored or whatever. It's so thick.
Does it collapse?
That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, right there.
It pushes down, but it's still thick as the phone sticking out, and me sliding into my pocket. I just don't think it'll work out very well.
No, I totally did this for a joke. I did not. I mean, I obviously don't think that this is practical type thing, but I mean, it is practical, but it's not practical. But yeah, PopSocket is what it's called. So anyway, that's it. I had to. I thought it was.
Yeah, I saw a preview of it, and we started going on a rant.
Yeah.
Like, what is this he's doing? Because I thought it was a Nexus.
Yeah. I saw it and I was just like, I immediately just busted out laughing on the couch, and Kristen's just kind of looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, this is perfect for Justin. I showed her.
I was trying to find something I could be like, oh, there you go. Well, no, didn't work out.
So anyway, long show, 2 hours, man. We need to cut these damn things down. No, I won't be doing a review. I mean, I could. I already have one of the lights set up, so it's not a big deal. But so anyway, this has been Week in Technology, episode 28. 28. Man.
It's ridiculous.
Never thought we would have gone that far. I know. It's crazy.
What was it? 50, 52? 56?
52 weeks.
Yeah, so over a half a year we've been doing this now.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
And we skipped a couple weeks.
Yeah. Wow. We got to go back and look to see when the first episode that didn't air, I might add, remember?
Yeah, but we recorded our first episode again the same night.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
No, it definitely wasn't as good as the first one. But our shows are a lot better now than our first show.
We didn't do it the first night.
Yeah, we stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning re-recording it.
I think we recorded it, then re-recorded it, and even the re-record didn't work. And then so we just did it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because I didn't click save
twice. Yeah,
I didn't click save at the end because I was messing with Google settings all that day, and they auto save when you click on them. So yeah, that's where it got screwed up. That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot it shows that we're live.
It was the VODs.
VODs. Yep. I didn't have it auto save. Yeah.
We might have streamed it, but yeah.
We streamed it, but we didn't save it.
Yeah.
So yeah, for whatever reason, episode 1, for some reason, is not in the playlist. It starts at episode 2.
Well, I think that's why, because it really was
No. Because I did in episode 1. Let's see, videos.
I don't think
Oldest.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Trust
Really?
me. Yeah. Episode 1 right here. 7 months ago
Wow.
is when I uploaded it.
It's a long time.
7 months ago. You want to know when my very first TektopiaTV video was ever published?
Yeah.
How long I've been doing this?
Yeah.
Take a guess.
It's got to be, I'd say, April 1st. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to say it's probably April something.
Just say months. How many months? Because I'm looking at the video and it just says how many months ago.
How long ago?
So the first show that we did was 7 months ago, and I did my computer build and everything else before that. So that's a dead
8 months.
9 months ago. I did
Really?
the H110i.
A Tektopia kid now.
Yep. I did the water cooler unboxing.
Oh yeah, that's what the first one was.
The very first video was a water cooler unboxing, and the same exact day I recorded my H440 unboxing, and then like a few weeks later, or a week or two later, I did the Surface Pro 3 unboxing and my overview of it. So yeah, man, been doing it for a long freaking time. My Ergotech video is about to break 7,000.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
It's going up about almost 1,000 views, like every, I don't know.
That's the thing with YouTube, man.
Month?
Like once you get, it's almost like exponentially growth.
Yeah.
With the views.
Until you
Like,
get big, obviously. I mean,
yeah.
When you get big, it's like Linus. He posts a video and within like an hour, it's got like 300,000 views. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, man. Yeah, it's fun. I'm having a blast. Well, for the most part. I mean, it still sucks whenever I go in and look and see I haven't made dick off of it. It's like so much work and you're making nothing. It's like I'm getting a penny a day.
Yeah.
For a lot of effort.
Man.
It's not. Yeah, it's about the passion, man. It's about the passion. But no, it is fun. It's cool.
To buy something to do.
I am up to 85 subscribers now, so thank all the subscribers, whoever's watching this video. If you subscribe to me, you're fucking awesome. The people that are watching this that don't want to subscribe, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching it anyway, but yeah,
Do subscribe, because we
do
need to
subscribe,
get,
because
100.
I want to hit 100 by the end of the year.
So
if
we
I
can
can
get
hit
that
100
euro?
subscribers, no, it's 500.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
I think
yeah.
it was 500 the last time I checked. I'll have to look again,
think so,
but
too.
it really does suck that it's 500 because that's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, my personal goal is my first year, I would at least like to break 100.
We'll have to do a good video for 100 subscribers. We'll have to think something up and get that ready to go for them 100 subscribers.
Like I'll do something stupid or something outlandish or crazy for my 100 subscribers. That's sad.
That's what everyone does, though.
I'm willing, but yeah, that's like for like 50,000 subscribers or like 100,000.
Hey, man, you gotta start somewhere.
I'm doing it for 100.
Hey,
but that's the crazy thing, man. Looking at my statistics of the amount of minutes and views that I've gotten so far, whatever, 96.3% of my views are from non-subscribers.
Yeah, I mean,
I only have 85, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's like,
to be honest, like,
it's so crazy.
I watch a ton of videos and I hardly subscribe to anyone on YouTube.
See, I there's only like maybe when I'm going to buy a product, that's the only time I watch videos from somebody I'm not subscribed to.
Yeah.
Like whenever I was getting ready to buy this keyboard, I like searched it. Linus did a video on it, just like I was surprised, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'll watch that video, and then I watched a couple other people's videos, and I liked it, or I left a comment or something like that, because I know what it's like now. Back before I started the channel, I didn't do that.
Yeah. That's like after we started this channel, I started doing. I've been
liking videos more because it means a lot more than you think. Like, you know, going in and like watching and seeing, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I only got like 20 hits or 20 views or whatever after like 3 months. Obviously, nobody gives a shit about that product. And so, like, and that's kind of how I feel like my headphones, those earbuds that I just did, like, they've been up for like a week or so or whatever, and it only has like 4 views. And I'm like, it's a very off-the-wall product, though. Like, I don't know too many people that even know that brand. So it's like, it's not like a heavily searched for. Like, I'm almost expecting my iPhone review to get a lot of hits.
Yeah, I mean, it's a popular product, so yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. But that's the funny thing, though, is because the G4 video, what does it have now? Let's do most popular. Yeah, so my G4 video has 813 views, but my Note 5 review only has 130. And Samsung Note 5 sold out more than the G4 did, so that's weird. I figured the Note,
like big name Note 5 reviews, and less.
Oh, I'm
G4
sure there
reviews
is
or something.
I'm sure there is. The Note 5 was like the flagship device, so
yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. So you gotta get those kind of popular devices, but not let the big names have the views. So maybe the iPhone won't do as well.
Like that's why my Spigen case, my Note 5 case that I did, 5,700 views.
Yeah, that's crazy.
5,700 views.
Only had 500.
It's crazy. It's like it just took off, but I know exactly why for that one, and I even said it in the review. I'm going to do a review on this phone case because there is no review for this phone case. Like there was 3 reviews for phone cases for the Note 5, and it was like 10 or 12 cases that they were reviewing. Mm-hmm. And it was one of the cases, and they were like, "Oh, this one's from Spigen or whatever, it's good." And then they moved on to the next one. "Oh, this is this one, and it's good." So I was like, I was getting mad because I was looking to buy that product, and there wasn't like a legitimate review. So I was like, I'm going to buy the product, and I'm going to make a legitimate freaking review, and it somewhat paid off.
So I think if we did like the 3 monitors side by side, the 144 hertz, I think that'd be a cool video because I don't think I've seen a video like that.
No.
So
I'm just trying to think of how exactly we would compare them.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Other than color, I don't really see. I mean, obviously
Well, you could do,
features with like
input
your,
lag and stuff like
you know,
that, but I don't
the
know
stand
really
that
how to.
comes with it and all that kind of stuff. Because I mean, we don't have any of those crazy expensive tools where you can hang it on the monitor and it tells you the color depth difference and how
No.
accurate the colors are. We can't go into that depth, so it's kind of
I mean, we can just do like our opinions
almost
on them.
feels limiting. But the
Yeah,
one thing I do want to do
it's
more.
hard to see like I want to like you see a lot of people like, oh, I have this monitor and it's good. And, you know, it'd be nice to have, like, when I was like looking at this monitor, if they had, and you can compare it to these other monitors. So if we have all three of them in front of us, we could all give kind of like our, you know, opinion on them and which one we think's the best. And maybe we can come up with a way to do like input lag tests or something like that. I don't know how, like, if we could do all three showing the same screen and then like take like a photo of it or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know
figure
either.
something out. Do like a time clock thing or something, or, you know, a
I
timer.
I told Kenny that I wanted to get with him. I asked him how serious he was about doing this arcade thing. So this is kind of like some insider crap or whatever if you're still actually
do
watching
like
the
a video
show.
on the,
So I told him, I was like, I want to do like a multi-staged video for this, you know. And he was like, well, what do you have in mind? I was like, I'd like to do a video. I like to, you know, I was like, I'll go the full 9, dude. I was like, I know you got rid of that couch, that stank ass couch in your freaking, you know, man cave or whatever. So there's room in there now. I was like, I will go do the full thing. I was like, I'll bring my lights up there. I'll bring my camera, my tripod, all the crap that I need, set the shit up. And then we'll do a video talking about what the plan is and what we're going to create, and talk about maybe the peripheral or the components of the system that we're going to buy and build. You know, like if we're going to do the G3258 or whatever, use his 760, you know, all that kind of information, like get all that out of the way, price it out, and then, you know, make that a video, like part 1. And then do like part 2 would be like, you know, setting up like, you know, exactly what case he's gonna buy, like the cabinet and like the controller and all that kind of stuff. And then you know, just do like a multi-part video series basically until we get to eventually to the final product and have a video of us playing it and do like a review on how well it turned out. Like even talk about that guy's software that he's talking about buying, or you know, if we do it ourselves,
like,
or,
you know, if you're thinking of doing this, these are the steps that we did.
I think it would be a totally kick-ass thing to do. And he was like, yeah, that's a really cool idea. And he goes, but it's going to be like, you know, he's talking about it taking a year, like a year-long thing. And I'm like, that's cool, and I understand, but I mean, I can't do like part 1 and then 3-4 months later it's part 2, and then 4 months later it's part.
Just take video and kind of like edit it a little bit.
So that's what I was wondering. I was wondering, do I
once we finish, we do the whole video,
then do part 1, a different part each week, kind of like how Linus stages out his crap. So
I think that'd be the way to do it.
Filming it all, saving it all, and then editing it all together, and then not release any of it until it's all done. So that's kind of what I was thinking as well. I was like, I probably should do that, because if shit hits the fan and he ends up not being able to finish it, everybody's gonna be like, where's the finished product? Where's the next episode? Well,
and then you could always put it in like a, I don't know, end of the year video of stuff that never came out, or if you know, if it
something, I don't know, man.
Like little snips in another video or something.
I'm trying to find a. I don't even know why I'm talking about this on the live stream, but like I'm trying to find a signature thing, like something that I do. Like everybody has their thing. Like Linus gets into his like little rant things where he like gets all super excited and starts talking in his high-pitched voice or whatever, and then like other guys have like their own little things, and you know, like Jerry or whatever, Barnacles or whatever, he has like his thing where he's got like ADD out the ass. Like his videos are like, they're like cut all over the freaking place, and his editing is freaking hilarious and phenomenal for his style. Like I try to do like a funny video, and I've done a couple of things, you know, some of the things like that. I'm really mad that I don't know if you watched the earbud video.
No, not yet.
Oh my god. I did what I thought was freaking hilarious. Like I watched it today at lunch just so I could watch it again, And I cracked up laughing sitting at my desk because it was damn funny. Basically, I talk about the noise isolation, the noise cancellation, so that way you don't hear anybody around you. And those things really do that. Like, you stick them in your ear, and I don't even have music playing, and I couldn't hear Kristen talking to me right beside me on the couch. Like, they're retarded. Like, it makes you deaf. And so it's nice, but at the same time, it's like, it's you got to make sure that you're in an area where you can do that and not have to worry about anything else going on.
Yeah,
and then so
like a plane or something like that.
Right. Like a plane, or like I mentioned in the review, like, it helps you ignore your, if you're in a dorm room doing your homework, it helps you ignore your, a half naked drunk roommate, and I mentioned that in the review and I use that kind of analogy. But then it's like, I was like, I realized, and this is some more insider behind the scenes crap, I realized that my camera was about to die. Like, I looked at it and I saw this weird the yellowish orange color on the LCD screen. I lean in and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, oh my God, I only have a minute until the battery dies. And I didn't want to just be like, oh, and just plug it in on the video. Yeah. So I was like, it does really good noise isolation or whatever. And I was like, which I'll show you now. And then I got up and got the cable, plugged it in, hooked up, because I knew I'd be making a cut. Well, I had Cameron come in, and I filmed him. I turned the lights around, turned the camera around on the door, and I had him do some acting. So he comes in, he's like, Dad, waving at me. And then he's like, ugh, and he walks out. And then so I did a thing like a video, like a movie, where it like showed him and then shows me, and I'm like sitting at my computer working at you see the back of my head kind of thing. And then it cuts to him, cuts to me, cuts to him, and then you hear him shut the door. He slams the door or whatever, and I kind of like look around, like, what the hell was that? And I shrug my shoulders and go, and I completely cut the audio. Like, there's no audio to it. I cut the music, so it's dead silent in the video, and I watch it back now, and I crack up laughing at it or whatever, and I'm like, and it's only got 4 views, so I was like, I used something really funny in something that's not going to be seen, and it just, it stings. And so that's why I was so glad that the phone case took off like it did, because, that was the first time I decided to be funny in a video. I was all super serious, and this is all the information. And then I was like, I did the phone drop and smash on the floor, and me cussing and swearing and bleeping out all the bad words and whatever, and people like ate it up and they loved it. So I'm like, I want to do more of that, but at the same time, I don't want to just
run out of ideas.
I just don't want to goof off in every video. Like, I feel like I'm not doing it justice. Like, I'm not doing a good review if I'm just like being a dumbass the whole time. I don't know. It's like, I want to be professional, but I want to be myself and just be goofy and stupid at the same time.
Yeah, I think with video type reviews, you can have that personality with it, and you still get the facts across, so it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because a lot of videos are like that. Yeah, their own personality.
Because I know I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching the ones that are like, not like mine. I add some pretty funny elements into it each time. Like, I might, use some dumb dad joke or, some stupid pun. But it's like, I watch certain videos, and the guy's like super monotone, dry, and he's just like, this is this. And I'm like,
I'd rather go read an article.
I start falling asleep, and I end up hitting back and going and watching a different one, and then it's like some cool music in the background. I'm kind of like, oh, just kind of like tapping my foot to the music and listening to what he says. So I'm like, okay, this works. And so that's the one big thing that I've taken just from watching other people and hearing what they say about, how I built my channel up or whatever, is like, make a video that you would watch. Fuck everybody else. Like, to a degree. I mean, obviously you want to, touch, you want to reach out to your customer base, but at the same time, if you try to, please everybody, you're going to fail and get burnt out so fast, because it's impossible. It's impossible to please everybody.
You have to do what you enjoy. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So it's like, I try to make a video that I know that I would watch, which is why I've started to try to shorten my videos. Like, a lot of my videos were long. They were like 15, 16 minutes long. And I go back and I watch them, and I'm like,
you get
I really,
okay.
I'm like, I really could have cut a lot of this down, and I'm like sitting there watching it. So then a lot of my videos have been much shorter, and I try to look at that 5 to 10 minute mark, like try to keep it within there, which I did with my V10 review. No, not with this one. The V10 review was awesome. I was so super stoked with that video until you pointed out the flaws. I was on my way back from Publix, and I'm like, oh, I went grocery shopping. I got that review done. I was like, that review freaking kicked ass. I was like, that video was amazing. And then you're like, you messed up with this. And I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, what? Did I? And then it's like, oh, and this. And I'm like, motherfucker. I was like, no. Came back. I went into VLC player. I played it. And I'm like, oh my God. Like I thought, when you said I said 5.1, I thought you were saying that instead of saying 2.1 for like the little tiny display, I said 5.1 there, but I said 5.1 instead of 5.7. And I'm like, oh my God. I was so focused on not screwing up the 2.1.
That's so small.
Yeah, I was so focused on not screwing up the 2.1 that I said 5.1. So I was like, oh my God. So I went back in, I deleted it off YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I freaking went in, I just edited, I meant to say 5.7. And then where I said 1080p at 30 FPS, I put 60 FPS, not 30 in the text itself. So I was like, damn it. I was so happy with that review until I saw that. I had the cool pan shots and the lean in on the phone, and I took some time, and I nailed everything, all the key points, and kept the video at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm like, that was phenomenal, man. I was like, it was great delivery. It was very fluid. I was super happy with it, and then I fucked up those two things, and it made me so mad. Oh, I was so mad.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like a lot of my videos have been really long, and I'm trying not to do that anymore.
Yeah, especially with little reviews, I think short's the way to go.
Yeah. It's like just get the point across, some funniness in it or whatever, and be done.
They're on YouTube, man. There's so much stuff around. Like, click happy and go on to the next video. You want them to watch to the end and hit that like.
Certain things I feel like I might be going long-winded on, but then I feel like if I didn't say all the things that I said in the video, I wouldn't have covered enough. So it's like some of them need to be long, like some of them. But I don't know.
I agree.
It's like one thing I definitely want to do more of is I want to do more of the Tektorial things. Like my classic shell video is like 5,600 views right now. And I get more comments and more questions and like, hey, good job, man, or whatever. I never really paid much attention to this software or whatever until I watched your video, and I think I'm going to jump to 10 now or jump to 8 because I'm not worried about the crappy start menu anymore and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that video and the Ergotech stand, I've gotten more comments about than any of my other videos. And I answer them all. Like I constantly go in, and as soon as I get an email for it, I will, unless something drastic is happening to me at that moment, I will hit the reply thing or whatever and go in and immediately reply back. So, so yeah, it's fun, but man, it's just like,
it's definitely a lot of work.
I want to do more of the Tektorial things because they don't cost anything.
Yeah.
Because I can't, I honestly, I'm dry. Like I can't buy any more shit. I just can't. Like I thought about doing a review on the mic. I thought about doing a review on the arm boom and all that stuff, but I'm like, there's so many of them out there, and it's it's
kind of just filler stuff.
It's like a $15 arm, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, the reviews of stuff that I did are actually not bad products. I mean, they're all like good shit. I mean, it's not like I did like a review on some crappy little thing, like a really cheap piece of shit. It was like, like one of my first reviews and unboxing or whatever was a Surface Pro 3 that was like $1,500 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's like things like that. Like I thought about doing a video on my 980 Ti, like running benchmarks on it and talking about it, but I'm like, it's old now. It's like it's already been covered. It's already been beaten to death. So it's like there's no point.
Yeah.
So just things like that. I don't know. I try to think up of ideas, but then a lot of the ones that I want to do is more of the Tektorial worked out. The classic shell one worked out, but then the one thing that I thought, like the Tech Blitz thing, where I just feed some information and teach you something as fast as possible, kind of thing, didn't take off. Like I think the highest one has like 40 views on it, and that's it. So it's like I'm trying to find like maybe do like a Tech Blitz on the the difference between iPhone and Android, since now I've used both
Yeah, something
I
like
could
that
do
would be
something
good.
like that, and just I'm trying to think of things that don't cost money that I can still do, and not just to grab views and try to make money myself, but also actually give something out
Yeah,
to.
get actual content rather than
Yeah.
just filler videos.
So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we're at like 2.5 hours now, so this is retarded. But anyway, so if you stuck around this long, you got some behind the scenes shit and some other ideas of things that might be coming up. And I appreciate you sticking around if you actually did stick around this long. And you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, YouTube, TektopiaTV. Please like and subscribe, whole nine, and all that kind of stuff. And I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
It-
we're gonna
it
do
would-
something special for that 100 views or 100
Yeah,
subscribers.
100 subscribers. It's gone up, man. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
gone
I
up.
mean,
It's
I
gone
think
up.
the last video we were talking about, it was like 70 something.
It was 67. Or no, yeah, last time it was 72.
Yeah, that's
72.
what I was
So it
thinking.
went up 13 since last week.
I think it was last week. Yeah, so that's not too bad at all.
Yep.
That means we might hit that 100
I
before
know,
the end
man.
of the year.
I know. It's like every day or every other day, I'm getting like 1 or 2 subscribers. So that's kind of cool. But I'm going on another tangent again. But like, I felt really crappy about it because I'm like, it's not doing nearly as much as I thought. But at the same time, I knew that this would kind of happen because it's so saturated already with people doing this kind of crap. And I didn't catch it at the right time, kind of like us with the streaming on Twitch. You didn't catch it when it was starting. So it's like, it's hard to get, that viewership when everybody's already watching the popular people.
Yeah.
And so it's all that kind of crap. But then, no joke, I was watching Tech Talk with Jay and Jerry, and Jerry was talking, doing a video and talking about his channel, and he was mentioning about how it was hard for him to take off and everything. But then once he took off, it was crazy. Dude's got like 540,000 subscribers right now, right? 2 years ago to the day that he had 540,000 now, he only had 6,000.
Yeah, that's why I
So
said
it-
like it's like exponential.
Yeah,
the way
it's
YouTube
so
works.
crazy. It's like you went from 6,000 views to 540,000 views in like 2 years' time. I'm like, holy crap. And he doesn't post videos crazy often. Like, I mean, he posts a video like maybe once every like 2 or 3 weeks. And he slows way down, and then he might release like 3 or 4 really fast, and then he doesn't do anything for like a month and a half. Nothing comes out, and I'm like, I want to see some more videos. And
Yeah.
but so yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, follow us on all the different social medias and all that kind of stuff, and we're gonna get the hell out of here because this is way too long-winded now.
Indeed.
So peace out, everybody.
Peace.